Hey everyone, greetings, happy Friday. Happy Friday to everyone. Thank you all. This is your girl Omoyes Corner coming to you directly tonight. How na day? How everything? How every. Hopefully this is not going to be a long life. I don't intend to stay that long. Really. So I just want make we unwind today. So many matters in the horizon. I sure say una dey hear about judiciary. Wetin dis man, dis CJN man, he go appoint im brother as auditor abi kí ló ń pè é? Auditor abi something for the judiciary, for the judicial council. But you know, my question is that the lawyers we have in Nigeria, I no understand. Which kind lawyers una be? Una just dey watch make dis thing dey happen. Una, I no know wetin una dey wait for. Welcome Kene, my village brother, welcome, welcome, welcome. Dis matter I no understand o. Make I share my link, anybody wey wan, in case anybody wan join. See, um so CJN wen e use im mouth come out which dey talk say they should not bring shame to the judiciary, is the same CJN that now hired his own first of all e first admit abi, yeah, no be admit dem dey call am, admit his son abi e select his son as one of the judges, the newly elected judges. Dat one dey ground. We no know whether im wife dey na one judge too o, I don't know. Now e don come bring im brother for one of the most important roles in the judiciary to audit the judiciary. E come hire im brother. They don turn judiciary to family gathering, family meeting. And all the lawyers, with all the plenty lawyers wey we get for Nigeria, none of them fit gather themselves say no, we cannot allow, we cannot agree to this shame. This shame is too much. None of una, no lawyer can come out and say no. Put English aside, all this grammar and the wig one una dey wear, throway, make una carry everything, put am go for front of the Supreme Court and appeal court. Make una put torchlight for the thing, make the thing turn to ashes. Una no fit revolt. Hey God abeg o. Dis man don dey turn una profession to mumu profession. Mumu, dey use am rub ground, dey drag am for ground. Una fold hand, una dey look, una dey speak English. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Colonialism do number on Africans, I'm sorry, e do number. So una sit down make the man just dey use una take dey do yeye. Right now the legal profession in Nigeria is dead completely. The shame that this man is bringing to Igbo, everywhere is stinking. All the judges, all of them, they don turn to cabal for inside judiciary. If before you win a case now, you go first go bribe the judge for back. Una fold hand, una dey look, and you people are calling yourselves lawyers. You people are folding your hand and watching it happen in real time. There's nothing, you no push back, nothing. You cannot gather yourselves as lawyers and say no, we are not going to stand for this, and bring down the entire jaya. Oh my shame, what a shame. What a shame. What can I say? What a shame. And yet yearly they are graduating lawyers. I don't know what people are still bothered reading law. What's the use? The legal profession is of no use in Nigeria. It is rubbish, rubbish and nonsense. Una hear say police dey beat lawyers now. If they go police station now, they yarn opata, police go rush dem quick slaps. They no dey respect lawyers again. One of them, no be one of them go EFCC when they rough handle, they almost kpai the man sef, lawyer. They have been relegated, as in they've been rubbished to the mud. Eh? Agbakoba had to say that this is the worst he has said. Make him go sit down, Kene. Make Agbakoba go sit down for one side. Is it not on his watch? Why is he coming out now to say it? Why is it now that he see, is he not been seeing it since? All these lawyers, have they not been seeing it? They've been enjoying the benefit of it too. I beg you. They've been enjoying it. I don't look. All that is hogwash. Na only mouth e fit take talk am. Action na im we dey look for now. No be all this mouth go dey blow grammar. Is the words that seen it. Abeg, 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 abeg. They should pack all of them to one side. Are they not the elders that have brought this unfortunate thing happening in Nigeria? Is it not their silence that has perpetuated this thing? Please, they should all go and sit down. He should stand one side. One time he's here, another time he's in another place. He should stand in one place and and stick to the truth. Let people say, man, this man has been saying the truth since forever. That is what it ought to be. Not be now e come dey speak English is the word. English. English. When they don meet for COVID finish, don discuss how dem take talk and the next day dem come out make e be like say dem dey take the people side. Make dem go sit down until they come out and be doing action. I see them actively saying no, we cannot allow and watch the judiciary that we built to become dust, because nobody has respect or regards for the legal profession anymore. I don't. I don't have any respect for the legal profession in Nigeria. Forget all of them. They don't disgrace themselves. It's easy to come and be speaking English. Where have they been? Are they not supposed to be lawyers? Are they not supposed to be actively checkmating all these things? Why did they allow all these atrocities slide on their watch? Why? Now everybody is crying wolf. Everybody that has known, when they want to talk, they say, we've been seeing the rot coming. What did you do to stop the rot? What did you do? That's the question. What did you do to stop the rot? Abeg make dem go sit down for potopoto, make dem rest. All these people, they are just talk, no action. A whole legal profession wey dem dey revere. If you say you are a lawyer, you dey carry your shoulder like peacock own, you dey waka with shoulder pad. Now rubbish, nonsense, heap of garbage na im lawyers don be for Nigeria. They no get mouth. If they talk anyhow now for police station, they will rush them, quick slap. That's how they see them. They are no different from any thug that they see. You cannot go to the police station now and say, I will call my lawyer. They go first slap you. When the lawyer come, they'll slap the lawyer join. No regard. Oh no, I know directly concern them. Lawyers when they buy, you get case with person. The person, if you get money, go bribe the judge for back. That your case, oti law, e don go be that. Nobody, you will not get any positive judgment. The judge has collected the money and has cleaned mouth. Abeg wetin the lawyers are the ones supposed to be making sure, ensuring that laws are obeyed. You know that's the job of a lawyer. They're supposed to dey sue anything suable for Nigeria, to make sure, fighting for the rights of people. How many of them do you see doing it? How many? How many? They watch the judiciary get rotten because some of them have benefited from the same corrupt system. They have benefited. They can't talk, because if they talk too much, their money will reduce. They will take their positions away from them. Hey, abeg you. Iromare, my darling, welcome. Oh, happy Friday to you, love. Eh? Wig that has. Can they say wig has lies? That wig is filthy. Do you people see that wig? Filthy looking wigs. Even the gown, e dirty, be like say dem rub for mud, dem dey carry am wear. They look horrible in it. Whether na because dem no be lawyers, dem no dey give good judgment, na im make dem dey look that horrible inside. I no know, but that wig and gown, ayaya, that thing dey make my skin crawl. If they can pack everything, just go for front of the Supreme Court, plus that Madam Justice wey dey there, carry everything, use saw take tear the thing into pieces, put this thing torchlight everything, make everything crash. When we know say no jungle justice, because that's what's going on in Nigeria now. So what's the point? What's the point? Eh? What is the point? Eh? It's crazy to me. Everybody just fold hand. Every profession, especially law profession, is such a disgrace, a humongous one, a gargantuan disgrace to lawyers. Every lawyer in Nigeria ought to be hiding their head in shame. They're supposed to be like snail. Now they hide themselves inside. You see that guy that came out and was and light put light on his law certificate. I not blame him. I have I not blame that. The man did what he knew. That's his own way of revolting and protesting. What are the other lawyers doing? That's the question. What are they doing? You are watching and you watch, you know that your judges are corrupt. You know that the highest court is corrupt, and you are still going to court to go and which right, whose right are you defending? That you know that when you go and get to court, by the time you get to court, the person you are trying to fight against has already bribed the judge that is going to sit that day. Matter of fact, they fit change the judge. If na one judge supposed to sit, dem know say the man no dey take a bribe, dem go replace am with another one. Dat na system wey person suppose to dey work in. Every lawyer suppose postpone their work right now, and be thinking of how to fix the judiciary to get the respect back. Instead dem still dey go court, dem still dey go law school. Oh, what are you going to the law school for? On top of that one, dem double the money. On top of say the when you even finish the lawsuit, the chances of you moving forward e no dey. They will give it to their girlfriends, give it to their wives, give it to their concubines, give it to their children, give it to their stepchildren and their multiple wives and their boyfriends. You are shaking your head inside. You will never make any progress in that kind of profession now. No matter how brilliant you are, no matter how well you know it, they won't give you the opportunity. They will never. Eh? That one na life. Is that life? That's not life. It doesn't make any sense. Eh? Sometimes I dey wonder say what dey happen for Nigeria? Why is it that only Nigeria sha? What is it? Eh? What is it? It's a shame. Meanwhile, Nnamdi Kanu when they're supposed to release, I don't know why they still dey hold that man. The people when they suppose hold, they not hold. Na him dem dey carry there, na him dem dey hold. They are not holding the people they are supposed to hold though and say no, we are not going to, you understand? No. Instead, na the one wetin the man do, wetin be crime. I no dey support the man. I no know. I don hear im messages. Everything wey he talk, no lies detected. No lies detected. How Christmas go be? You say how Christmas go be? Romari, I don't even know whether Christmas dey exist this year. Is there Christmas this year? Okay, oh. All of now when they celebrate Christmas, make una enjoy you. Eh? Nigeria now. Christmas is postponed in Nigeria. In fact, the whole world, because everybody they look their pocket these days. Please. Oh my God. Christmas and nothing, oh. Almost like any other day. They celebrate Jack. It's like every other day. If I wake up and say, I'm grateful, oh, that one every day na my Christmas, not be one day, you know. By the way, man, kudos to innocent vehicles, oh man. I'm looking at this, their IVMG 40, na CC car. Damn, it looks really good. You know, the craftsmanship is impressive. I'm like, man, what useless government we have. These are the kind of people you should be motivating and providing them the resources so that they can continue to thrive. But no, they won't. Jealousy will not let them see road. See car now, see car, see ensemble. People not supposed to dey buy Toyota, Camry, and the rest of them again. Na Innocent and is it Nod abi Mod Motors? Na three people dey produce motor for Nigeria now. All those people, Nod, I think is Nod. All those people na dem suppose to dey patronize for Nigeria. Dem suppose find anybody wey buy any foreign car for Nigeria so that we go fit focus on our own. Eh? It's such a shame. Oh my God, such a shame. Meanwhile, Akpabio, I hear say e come out. He say na malaria he get. They say he collapse. Oh my God. You need to see the messages they were sending to him. People were sending him prayers to his email. They said prayers to his email to recover. Nigerians are something else. You need to see the comment section. I laugh, eh? Oh my God. The man don't come. He say na malaria na him hook am o. Say he was his people came out and said he was feeling tired. Hmm. And so na never know wetin dey happen. This unhealthy looking man wey be say dey find e be like e look like who dey find am difficult to breathe. Im belle sef no go let am see road. Too much very unhealthy people. They don't know how to take care of themselves, yet they want to chop money. They do not have a clue how to take care of themselves. Nothing. The man looks extremely unhealthy. Kai! God forbid. With all the money, they go wear all the designer and all the show. Buy all the designer with all the expensive things when they dey wear, e no dey show. Evil. Evil, not the left hand show. By the way, my president is swinging by on Sunday. I'm going to bring it live on Sunday. Abeg, may I hear my president voice? I don't miss him voice. Make come ginger us. Eh? I can't wait for that one. No, make it come. Abeg, make it come. Make it come. Oh, mm, you know. Hmm. Oh, Coco Bioko. Yeah. Here's a little history I found though. I didn't know Jaja Bokobo is actually found out. Jaja Bokobo is from Imo State. Did anybody know that? I had no idea. I just learned that history. Oh, really? Kene, he manufactures the interiors in Enugu. Wow. Man, I'm looking at the car. I'm like, man, that car looks great. You know? But, God. He slumped, eh? Romari, he slumped. Com- Commenters were not playing. I'm telling you, they went in. They went in on the man. I was like, oh my God. He say he has malaria. Exactly. Romari, go get your uncle. Romari, that's when you go collect your uncle. Oh. Go cook food for him. Make it for take care of your healthy self. Neka, welcome. Happy Friday, my darling. Welcome. I didn't know that. What do you mean, Kene? I did not know. What do you mean everyone knew? I'm telling me they tell you say I don't know. I just dey find out you dey tell me. I did not know. I just found this one now. I knew about Jaja Vokobo in history, right? But I don't know. They not teach us that part. Say na Imo State you come from. Me just dey find that. I found out 2 days ago that he's actually from Imo State and he's from Inkwere Isu. That's what it was called at the time in Imo State. Yeah, that's a nice piece of history to know. It pays. And then I found out that is it Anioma? Is it Anioma people or Nyocha or whatever? They have lineage with Benin Kingdom, apparently. Yeah? I was like, wow, it's really, really, you never know. You'll be fighting your brother and sister all in the name of I'm from tribe, I'm from here, I'm not from here. Yeah? We are so interconnected, it's not even funny. We are so connected, it's not even funny when you think about it. Nigerians with their coconut heads. We are so connected. Eh? Wow. Meanwhile, World Bank say 28 million, is it the World Bank that said it now? 28 million people don they don add 28 million people to the people wey dey poor for Nigeria already. Eh? Hey, yeah, Romari, bring am, I wan help you grade am. Hi, you for send am our way na. Bring am, we help you grade am. Just give us wetin we need to do, we'll grade am for you. Sorry there. When are you taking off for Christmas, Romari? I know you guys, you should be able to take like 2 full weeks. Lucky you guys. And your man, which has some been, yeah, some, yeah, there's a, and they have a king there. Yeah, Onitsha people, I know say Onitsha people get Benin link. Yeah, yeah. It's fun. It's funny. Oh, we have some connection everywhere. Oh. I'm telling you, it's really amazing to see. Meanwhile, the middle belters, those people are standing strong. Oh. The kind pushback that they are giving the core northern people, say no, tell us where you are from, we know our tribe, we know where we come from within the middle belt. We are middle belters, we are not from the north. Hey, come and see those people as, hey, I respect to the middle belters, the Kaduna, the Jos, all those people. They are not backing down. I love the comments, I love the history that I'm seeing about middle belt. I'm learning. I'm like, wow. Yeah, Nigeria massive. Sha. Nigeria is massive, man. It is massive. Mm-mm. Una hear say they say soon degrees will not matter without skills. So even if you get degree, if you not get the skill, you will be useless. Now jam registrar na im talk am o. Nigerian jam registrar. Una dey hear? My God, Nigeria. Only Nigeria. E be like cartoon show. Hi! Na wow. Hey, man. Meanwhile, did they not say that they were going to use GPS to track people and give them money? That's what they said, right? That woman that they appointed as the poverty alleviation woman, the minister, he say he go use GPS. When they ask am that time for Arise News, now e dey talk say no data. Hey, oh God, Nigeria, film trick. Person don, all those people now, they don swallow that money. They don swallow am. Hey, oh wow. Hey, hmm, chai. Romari, how are you going to get your script over? Let's help you grade. Yeah? How many scripts do you have to grade? Is it a lot? I'm curious. Is it a lot of scripts that you need to grade? So that maybe we can share it. Me, Kene, Neka, will share am, will help you grade and you'll give us the outline. Eh, me sef think say na machine na im dey grade o, Romari. No be machine dey grade una paper. Eh? I think say na machine go dey grade una paper. Ekene shock o, a whole JAMB registrar. E tell pipu say even if dem pass JAMB, dat one no mean anything. Dem need, hey God, Nigeria. Ew! it has to bottom out. I keep saying it. Nigeria has to bottom out. Like literally everything need to, all the foreign company, JSK, all the Jumia, abi na Jumia, Jumia, all of them they comot, make dem comot, make Google comot, make YouTube comot, make all of them comot. True, true. Honestly, let them dey all leave. Nigeria needs to bottom out complete because these people have no clue. Zero. They don't have a clue. Still, they see they kpai people every day. Nothing has changed. In fact, it has worsened with this man. They're not fit chop again. They're not fit nothing. Nobody they fit do anything again. There are essay questions, 100 students. Well, isn't there a guideline for the essay? Like if you not talk one thing by the first line, half mark gone. If you not talk another thing by the next point, another half mark gone. I just say guideline go dey now. Palliative money don ó ti lọ, that one don go. They don pocket that one. Tey. They don put that one for pocket. Moving. um Romari, in fact, we cannot afford to be numb. For me, I just think we have to keep talking about it. It's numbing, don't get me wrong. Like, yes, do you understand? It's numb, right? It's numbing to hear it, to see what's happening, but we just can't stop talking about it because I see that the talking is actually getting to them, whether we like it or not. Because by now they expect that everybody will be quiet and everybody will just move on, but nobody's moving on. Everybody keeps talking. So the horrible things that they are doing, we're bringing it up. The man had to come out. Bado came out now and said that we should talk good about the country. Another time he came out and he said only when people talk good about. Now we say, shall we talk good? Say what they happen. You are demarketing it yourself. You go to Dubai, you take 1,400 people with you. Make it make sense. Who is doing the demarketing? And then you have people who are working under you that are coming out to say that they will not patronize their own products. They will rather spend money on other people's product because they feel that their own product is inferior. Talk about colonial mentality. You have people like that. Who is demarketing who? Do you understand? Meanwhile, all these foreign investors, all these foreign countries, they are calling their citizens to come back. They are advising them where to go and where not to go. Who is doing the marketing? Hey, no, I beg. Kene, am I a strict marker? They give guideline now. Ask Romari. Romari, I lie. I'm not lying now. They give, even if na essay, they'll give guideline. They'll get something wey you look out for. You they remove mark if you not see am. Abi I lie, Romari. Talk to Kene. Kene is thinking that I don't know how these things work. Hmm? True though, just same people will keep making excuses for this. Of course, but guess what? Those same people, now that they hear and pass, now that they cry. They are the ones begging online. They call them, get one guy when they go in on them hard. His name is Harry. I love his page. Now Bambia, like they call them. The guy has their time. He goes in on them, bumper to bumper. I go they laugh. God. The guy has the energy for them. Beggy, now they call them. Urgent 2K people. To the extent that all those people that used to that come online and be begging, this guy single-handedly reduced their number. They now became ashamed because the guy knows how to pull out their receipts of their history of begging. Hey God. You go pull am out, you go say, see am, beggy, bambiala. They don't come again. Una no dey see food chop. Na dey hungry. Na dey beggy. Na still dey support nonsense. Look at that one that works for LASTMA that say he has asthma. I think he went to buy one medication and was doing a video. That guy is a LASTMA. He works for LASTMA. Can you imagine? Hunger. No money again. I played video of one bus conductor that was shouting. He's now a bus conductor because situation don push am reach there, im wife don leave am, abi na im girlfriend don leave am because no money. Everywhere don hard, everywhere don hard. People are crying, market people are crying. Where did I see somewhere they were protesting about you know the situation on ground. Eh? Kai. Hmm. Can you imagine? Somebody bought a bag of rice so for people. Guess what? Bought bags of rice for widows in Nigeria. This is on Jimmy's. Said somebody bought bags of rice for some widows in Nigeria. Shortly after the bag of rice, they were stolen by armed robbers. Isn't that sad? God. Even when you buy, I heard that even when you buy provision for all these orphanages, the people who work there, they steal the food. They will go and steal the food. Eh? Kai. Honest, these people, everybody go learn lesson. You see this one wey dey go so, everybody go learn lesson. Everybody will become obedient. Even all those ones wey dey cry for, so they go become obedient. All those ones wey dey support rubbish, they go become obedient. I don't know if you guys know about this. There's a new preacher that has been preaching, talking about, voting, or you're supporting something that is bad, whatever. I don't know his name now. The guy, everybody seems to be rallying around him and all of that. Me, I say caution, because most of these preachers, they are businessmen. They see an opportunity and they take advantage, right? Is it Pastor Lazarus? Okay, maybe it's Pastor Lazarus. I can't remember his name now. Everybody needs to be caution. I'm not serve God. I'm not saying don't serve God, but you have to exercise. These people, everybody's trying to buy a private jet. You got to understand. People are trying to run away from that country, and they are trying to be strategic, organize themselves so that they have enough to live the lifestyles that they want. Don't let anybody use you in Nigeria to run away. I'm not saying he's going to do it, he may not, but it's better for you to think like that so you can approach it with sense. But some people don't understand that. So some people will come for you, insult you, say, okay, me, I don't send anybody, Papa. If you go low, I will go lower with you. I don't get shame. We will just both of us will rub each other inside the mud. I'm here for it. You understand? Because you cannot, because somebody claims to be a man of God and he's telling you what you want to hear because he sees that the narrative is appealing to a lot of people, and people are now bold enough to push back. Now it's safe for him to do the same thing because everybody is doing it, and he sees that people will have his back. You gotta look, you have to watch these people with side eye. I'm not saying don't listen to their message. Listen to their message. If they're preaching a good message, hey, by all means. But don't be a slave, for Christ's sake. Don't leave one master and go and choose another master just because you're looking for somebody who is a preacher. Biko, not try am. All these people, they are hungry. You don't know. I'm not saying he is, but just approach everything with caution. I don't trust these preachers, especially in Nigeria. I don't. We already see what they're doing. Some of them are building new auditoriums in a land, in a country where people are hungry. They cannot afford food. People have been displaced. You are building churches. So many of your Christians have been quiet. Pastors have been quiet. Nobody says anything. Everybody is mute. No. If this preacher is that good, I expect him to come out during this Rhoda's case. He suppose dey front. They shout, they call out all the other preachers. You don't see them doing it. It's convenient for them because they feel like they're going to have your support anyway. To each their own. Me, I dey here na sit down look the monkey business. If you people like, follow and be blind again. But you no go hard una religion na 5 and 6. If una no see person wey go dey say one, na dey say papa to una no dey rest, una no dey calm down. So is it from Ibadan? Okay, I don't know. I don't know. They are like Afrobeat artists. Exactly. They come out. I'm telling you, Kene, they come out. They look. They see an opportunity. You know, there's some people that are good like that. They will look for an opportunity and then they will take. That's where their message will now be, because now they feel that young people are going to rally around him. Oh man, it's all a way. Oh, na scam. Oh, all of them. Test him for a long time, watch him. He's in and out of fashion, be watching him. That's what you need to do. Watch him for a long time before you say, okay, yes, this guy has been speaking the truth. Not within a couple of days, all of a sudden, overnight superstar. He will shock you that the guy is paid under G by some of these people. There's nothing Agbado cannot do. You just set him up for you people so that people can fall for the trap. Na dey there. Twice beaten, once beaten, twice shy. The sufferings in Nigeria is not the act of God. Don't let anyone gaslight. I'm telling you o. Even though he is not saying it's an act of God, he's saying that there's a place for God and there's a place for people to use their sense. You cannot vote in a terrible person. I expect to. It's like the message that this man preached a long time ago. What's his name? That Jamaican preacher that passed away. Fantastic preacher, by the way. I used to listen to him back in the day before that his plane crash. Wetin dem dey call am? Miles Monroe. It's similar to it. The Miles Monroe said it. You cannot pray for a demon to be good. You have to work it. You don't, it's not by praying. You have to put the right people there. If you don't put the right people there, you are going to suffer. Abeg o, omo, better be careful. Anybody wey get ear, make you hear o. But if you come for me, I come for you. You go low, I go lower. Because this time around, everybody eye dey shine. Omo, all this good, turn your head to the other side while you are being slapped around. E no dey work again o. Other one don expire. You try me, I give it to you. Bumper to bumper. Energy for energy. No apologies. Ah, exactly, victory, exactly. I don't understand. Nigerians are very gullible. Look at how people are just praising him. And then when you call them, when you're saying that, you guys be careful. If you see how they attack the way they attack me, or when I say people should be careful, me sef, I follow, I respond though. I don't send anybody message. I respond. Yala ya, I respond back because there's no time to be slacking. Look at where we are because of docile people like that, gullible people. You just see somebody come from nowhere. You like what you hear one time, two time, you are now happy that, oh yes. It doesn't work like that, man. These people are cunning. They will find ways to enter people's minds and tap from take what is going on and make it theirs and make it a message so that they can win you over to their side. Meanwhile, they are underground working for your enemy. Oh, people don't know. People should be anyway. Anybody wey wan dey gaslighted, feel free. Go and enjoy the gaslight. Go and enjoy being a slave. No concern anybody. Everybody get their life to live. Exactly. Emeka Eze na the one wey what God cannot do does not exist be that. I don't know if that's the same one. Is it Pastor Eze? Is that what Pastor Eze dey call him? Are you serious? 1.2 million for his birthday. Oh, Salo boy. You know, say me they carry that money to feed people. You know, say me they carry that money to provide the jobs, build manufacturing. 1.2 million. And the pastor collects. Yeah. No baton. You never talk and finish, oh. The matter never touch ground. See, we've already started seeing it. 1.2 million in a country where people are hungry. Eh? In a country where people are hungry. Some people don't get conscience, so not get conscience at all. We look forward to interacting with Peter Obi on Sunday. Oh, my president. We cannot wait. We cannot wait. Come through, everybody come through. I'm going to be streaming it live from here. So on Sunday. Omo, I can't miss. So I need to hear the man speak. Man wey get sense, man wey sabi. The real president, presido, the real one, man of the people, president of the people. The one wey dey there na counterfeit. We no know wetin e dey do. Do they even have a president in Nigeria? They don't have a president. Oh my God, they do not have a president. What a shame! What a shame! Kai, what a shame! Eh? Hmm. Mm. Meanwhile, abeg o, make we protect our the new government for Mali, Burkina Faso and Guinea, because dem dey plot o. Dem don already surround dem with foreign military. Dem dey try, France don surround dem, all dis other countries don surround dem. Dem dey look for way to enter dem, to collect. Dem dey demand say make dem release Bazoum, abi wetin dey call the guy name. Biko, abeg o, make we dey watch dat space, because dis pipo dem no like am as dat place settle. Dem no like am at all, e no sweet their mind. And dis three nations, dem wan form alliance. You understand? They are doing a lot of good things for themselves, for their people. They're trying to form an alliance. So we need to watch that space, abeg. We will not sleep on am o. We can work and chew gum at the same time. You know? Ah, these people, since they these people took over, look at how happy their people are. No peace. You know, they hear anything. This man don't build a whether na mining company for their gold for Burkina Faso. They don't remove French. Niger remove French too. I think Guinea. Did Guinea do the same thing? I can't remember. You understand? I beg. We need to watch them. We need to be paying attention to their news, because these people, they are behind the scenes planning, plotting. We don't want any devastation in that area. I beg. Ha! We don't want to. Mm. It's a yearly celebration. Nothing can stop the celebration now before they talk. God, are you serious? 1.2 million. Imagine 1.2 million every year, where people are struggling, hungry, no job. Hey, God, oh. Kai, you hope you have studied the budget. Why I go study the budget? Wetin concern am? Well, you trust Peter Obi now. He knows everything that's going on. So I'm sure he probably would. You never know. He probably would. He needs to write something on it, huh? The three countries will be fine. They're hardcore Pan Africanists. I really hope so. I just don't want anything to happen to them. I like the progress they are on. I'm very happy and I'm very proud of them. Even though Nigeria don't disgrace itself for the whole world to see. Their ancestors are with them. Our ancestors are with us. So my brother, na people when quiet, when know the right thing, when they not do the right thing, then they make this kind of thing happen. And you also have to remember, those when sell their brothers and sisters back then, they get descendants. They get, now they're born, they get like multiple wives. When they born children, now the children, and we they see now when they do all these things to us, in case una no know. Yoruba, the great grandchildren of those people, now they do all these things, so because in their minds they are colonialists. That's what they are. Inside their mind, they are colonialists. So to them, that they work for their master. uh So they are with us. So we just have a lot of wicked people, and the good ones are too quiet. They've been too quiet. That's why, you know. Peter Obi said he was reading the budget, read his tweet when he criticized the supplementary. Yeah, okay. So that means that he will have information on the budget. That I'm sure a lot of people will have questions for him. I doubt if a lot of people will be able to get to ask him the questions directly. Because there'll be a lot of people on that live. There will be so many people on that live. So everybody prepare their questions for him. Hey. Hmm. Meanwhile, there's say one APC senator. He went to his village with a $19 million, 90 million naira Land Cruiser SUV. Eh? And for a community, for a community, hunger, poor healthcare system, hopelessness, eh? He full ground. I think they were pursuing him, but you see the race when the guy took him out, he almost knocked people off him. See, it's crazy. He almost pied people. My goodness. I wonder how they allowed him to escape. This kind of person, you know, allow escape. Eh? Hey, Kenny, welcome. Oh, greetings, my brother.
Yeah, Dale, good evening.
Happy Friday to
Happy
you.
Friday to you too. Now, so we see him now.
Mm.
So the P2B spaces, right?
Mhm.
Is it which platform?
It's parallel facts. So
Oh,
parallel,
Parafast. Oh, okay, 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 okay.
parallel
Okay.
facts. But I'm going to be streaming it live here as well.
Mm.
But it's going to be on parallel facts. I know they're going to parallel facts also on Twitter and on their YouTube page and everything. But um, I will just follow them, the streamer too, in case people want to watch them from this side. You
Yeah,
know?
I'm sure. Yeah, yeah. They usually stream across different platforms, and
Yeah.
it's other people like maybe even Niger Watch might even tune in.
Yeah, I think Naija Watch definitely will stream as well. And
Mm.
then I think Jimmy is going to be hosting. There are a few people that are hosting actually. Jimmy is one of them, and the other people. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people will have so many questions for him. So they created this.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it. Like, if you have any questions, you can drop it there.
Oh, okay. They did that already. Okay, yeah, that would be nice so that to
Yeah,
avoid
the track.
duplication of question.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So
yeah,
they're gonna
because yeah, you don't want to waste his time. The only yeah,
exactly.
that's the problem I have with each time they bring him on, like they
Mhm.
waste his time, and
Yeah,
he's not gonna say I need to go. I mean, if you schedule 2 hours with the guy, give it after 2 hours, just just let him go.
yeah,
There will be another opportunity, but
exactly.
they will keep him on.
I don't like that too.
I,
I don't like.
that thing pisses me off.
Yeah, I don't like it. And then the questions they ask sometimes is annoying and it's repetitive. I'm like, why you guys
Very, very
don't you pay
repetitive.
attention to the question that
No,
somebody?
they want all of us to hear them. That's what it is.
I think they annoy me. I'm like, if somebody asks a question that you wanted to ask, then there's no need for you to speak. Just drop off.
Yeah,
No.
they want us to hear them. That's what it is.
Then the part that annoys me the most, you hear them come up and say, I really don't, I didn't have any, you just asked the question I wanted to ask. I just wanted to thank you. I want to say this. I want to say, hello. You are wasting somebody's time that could have
Yeah.
asked a very solid question.
Even that thank you for appreciation we didn't end in 1 minute.
No, it won't. They will drag it and
They
drag it
will
and
drag
drag it.
it.
Ha! I beg you. The man get life to live. He's a
I'm
busy
telling
man. He
you.
ain't got time. Eh? He ain't got.
You have to treat him like royalty that he is.
Yes, that he is. That's right. 100% support that. His royalty. Royalty. I talk heart. Not the apple. His royalty. Is it not clear? That is, in a way, I'm happy that actually Peter Obi did not get in at this time. It kind of sound odd, but I'm happy he didn't. Because I look at what's going on in Nigeria now, right? And I say that Nigerians, those people who supported this rubbish, they are ungrateful human beings. They need to hit their head on a hard brick wall. And that's what's going on. Because if Peter Obi had entered, they would not have appreciated him. I guarantee you, people would have been protesting all over the street, and we know from which quarters that protest would have been emanating from. Every corner. They would have looked for ways to truncate the man. With this one that is happening now, everybody, people are gradually becoming obedient by fire, by force.
Yeah.
People are now recognizing that he's president, useless people. In a way, oh, even though I'm not happy, I'm not pleased about the suffering, but somehow it feels like the suffering for Nigerians was not yet full. They needed to suffer, let the thing bite them well, well. Eh. Let them be experiencing losses upon losses. When they not go see work again, all their jobs will be threatened. Where people not go see money to buy petrol, they go dey trek from VI to Ojota to Songo, all those things. Yes.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes suffering can straighten someone out, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's true because right now they are saying it. They are crying. People are begging for food. All people that had jobs when this man was running, now they don't have jobs anymore. 28 million people have been added to the already 133 million, or no, if not more. You know what that is? That means people who had jobs before, who had businesses before, have lost their means of livelihood. Since this man, this non-entity that we don't know where it comes from, that has nothing in his brain, no vision, nothing. They say they want his head, not his body. Oh, we got his head, all right, but we can't find out say nothing there inside. Person wey open eye gbagada carry 1,400 people go Dubai. Say wetin dey happen. Meanwhile, the occasion itself bin no reach like how many Nigerians wey show up for the place. The rest, 1,000 and something, where they come enter, they enter town for item number 7. Make that make sense in a country where people don't have food to eat. People are losing their jobs. There are no, all the companies are leaving. People that were making small money for some things they are selling, remember they attack street hawkers too. All those wey dey shade things for street, they go destroy everything wey dem dey sell. They never count those ones join the number of people wey dem don render poor. On top of that one, dem dey mistake dey kpai people. Dem go still mistake kpai people. Dem no dey even get the mind to go visit the victims. It's everybody saying that now. Who showed that he was more presidential? Who showed more empathy? Peter Obi, of course, my president. Ole, na if he go there, show empathy. He dey there with them. He empathize with them. He comfort them. Everybody see am. People when they dey talk rubbish from their mouth, they come dey praise am. Nigerians, some tribe not let some people see road. Tribe
That's the
black
problem. Yeah, it's true. Once things happen like that, people just go into their little corners.
silos.
You know, they'll instead of everybody coming out, to fight and gravitate towards what is right. Everybody will just go to their own little tribal and ethnic corner. It's really sad because if that's what it will be, then they should put it in the constitution. If this like week is say week if you're even a clock where not the work is correct twice a day. When week says Enyan so they should put that in the constitution.
Exactly.
If this part rule, the other part will rule, the another part will rule, the other part will rule.
Exactly.
Actually, Peter Obi, that's what Peter Obi recommended. He said 30 year. He said once it comes in, he's going to restructure and put a 30-year. He said it will be one term, 5 years, and for 30 years, so that it will go through 6 geopolitical zones.
Yes.
That way, you wouldn't be desperate. It wouldn't be a do or die thing because you know that
Exactly.
after this 5 years, or the next 10 years, or the next 15 years, or the next 20 years, it's your turn, right? So you wouldn't be desperate to, like, grab it, run with it, snatch it, you know.
It will still make them desperate and they hear what? Well, if he restructures it, yeah, that would make
Yeah,
sense.
if it's in
Because
the law, that's what I'm saying. If he enters the constitution, right, then nothing will change it, right? Because it's in the constitution.
that's true. So
Yeah,
people
it's
will
in the
just rest. You
constitution.
know it's not the turn of your region. You
You know it's not the turn of your region, so you just chill,
chill.
knowing that yours will come. But the thing is, like Niger now, we know they stand for line. Oh shit! It just hits me now that we don't even know how to form line. You know that there's 10 people on the line, and
Uh-huh.
there's like 50 plates of jollof rice. 10 people on the line. You know that jollof rice will cover everybody, but still you won't jump line. For what? It doesn't make sense to me. Acting, and some of these things is only when you leave, only when you leave Nigeria, then come back. You will see, say there's a lot of stuff that we do that just doesn't make sense.
At all. It doesn't make any sense at all. And the thing is that you even with that, when they do the regional, you still see people trying to
That's what
scam
I'm saying now.
their way. There has to be a sense of discipline, right? And a
Yeah,
sense of sense of discipline that has to be instilled, and repercussions. People have to. We have to have repercussions for people who step across the line. Like,
hmm.
it's not your turn, but you're trying to go behind the corners because you feel like you have small change in your hand, right? And take advantage and buy people off, because that will happen if we don't have the right structures in place. That is because Nigerians are stubborn people. They will want to, you see somebody like Agbado that came from nowhere, that climbed through the ranks in Lagos because he was able to buy people with money that we don't know where he got it from. You will have people like We have people like that all over Nigeria. They'll be looking for shortcuts. They will say, okay, this one like money, we use money to cover this one face. So no matter what happens, they'll be able to do woo for me. So that me, even though it's not my turn, I will still go. Isn't that how Atiku was able to come out again? He used money to buy all the
Yeah,
delegates,
he
right?
bought everybody in PDP,
He
yeah,
bought
because he was
everybody in
supposed to go.
PDP.
Yeah, he was supposed to go south.
Exactly. He now came and wanted to come, and that's the problem. Came, you know that it's not your turn. You want to impose yourself. Why are you? What makes you don't first of all, you don't have the people don't love you. People already have their intent, they don't have good thoughts about you. You are coming out, you want to come and use money to buy everybody. Like say they give Peter Obi the opportunity for PDP. Still not be waiting with they talk now for the talk.
Of course, no.
Eh?
The only
Green.
problem, will be, like, when he said for you to answer, Your Excellency, the process by which you got to the seat has to be excellent.
Right.
PDP might use their machinery, right,
Yeah.
to put in there. Then that might involve, cheating and rigging and all that.
I don't think
So
Peter Obi
that
would have agreed to it.
he
It's
has no. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he will agree to it. I'm saying that he might not even have control over it.
okay.
Yeah,
What you
he
mean?
might not have control over that.
Yeah. What
Though all he will do is, once he comes in, he will now ask people to, forgive, and he will now say they have to put in reforms, just like Yaradua did, right? First thing Yaradua did was, you know, I know that the process that brought me here was fraudulent, blah blah blah, but we're gonna put in, reforms to make sure that this doesn't happen again. He formed a committee. They actually came up with like some amazing recommendations, but none of them was implemented. They just sit down, do all this committee thing that they do, and that's it. Whatever report that comes out of it, Nobody implements it. Nobody cares.
Exactly. Exactly. But the thing is that if I kind of like the way it played out, to be honest. I kind of like the fact that Peter Obi did not come out on that PDP platform because too many hands were dirty in that platform.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Should have clouded the kind of person he really is.
Exactly. Yeah.
People would not have been able to see him for who he really truly was, which I kind of appreciate. He did not come up on that platform. He left and he had to leave that platform to show the strength that he has to the people single-handedly. Oh. Nobody, it not be you. I know somebody who knows somebody on his own terms. Man, respect to that man forever, right? What me I really want to see is I want to see how the I wish the obedience will come together and form a party separate and apart from all of these people, because even LP is compromised. It's compromised from top to bottom.
Yeah.
I wish it.
LP is compromised, but forming a party is is not easy, but it's very, 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 very doable, right? The only problem was the only reason why Obi went to Labour is because he was running out of time.
Right.
That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why he went to Labour. So they had to scramble and find some kind of landing pad, and that was Labour. The rest of them were all. It's either they were too small, uh, too small or regional,
Okay.
or had internal conflicts.
Mm-hmm.
So Labour was his best landing, and it is what it is.
Well, it is what it
But
is, and I'm
yeah,
glad that it worked out the way it did. To be honest, I have no
yeah, they did an amazing job. It worked out, and something good came out of it.
right.
And the good thing is, it was like a litmus test for the judiciary system, the political system, the politicians itself. Like he helped a lot of people see through many, 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 many smoking mirrors.
Ex-
So it's
Exactly.
it worked out. It worked out amazing. It did what it was supposed to do.
Exactly. Because if it didn't happen like that, if he did not come out on the platform that he did, a lot of things that we all came to know that we would not have known it.
I don't know.
I don't think a lot of this would have been exposed as much as it was exposed. The bigotry, the level of bigotry, corruption, decadence, evil that has been swept under the carpet for so long. You have to take someone like Peter Obi to come out to expose every single thing. Look at that ship that they burned because they discovered that they were taking oil illegally.
Yeah,
They burnt it because they don't want to.
the burnt ship twice, and the burnt ship like twice this year, I think.
Exactly,
Yeah,
because they're trying to cover up. Eh? No, there's a lot of work to be done in Nigeria. The minds
ah,
of the people.
you can't work now. That's a serious bulldozing.
I'm telling you.
It's like the way it's like forest fire.
Exactly.
That's wild forest fire. That's the only way. That's the only way we can resolve this whole matter. Because the thing don't eat deep. It has eaten very, very deep.
Deeply, deeply. Eh?
You know.
It has, oh, it's such a shame. It has eaten deep. People don't even know how to do the right thing anymore. It's almost like people
Yeah,
don't know how to do right anymore. Eh? That's how it seems. Like people don't know how to. It's almost like doing the right thing is the wrong thing. That's how it is in
yeah.
Nigeria.
But that's what it is now. Doing the right thing, you look like a fool.
Exactly. You look like you don't know what that you are. Now you be mumu.
Yeah, no. It's like stopping at the red light.
Exactly.
They look at you, they're like, who is this guy?
Exactly. You know, like say you be the mumu.
Yeah,
Ha!
now they start honking horn. What are you doing? They start
Meanwhile,
blowing
you're the
horn
right,
for
you're
you.
the one, you're trying to do the right thing.
You are trying to do the right thing. Oh man, that's Nigeria for you. You come to government office, you come or go to bank, you can't stand in line. Like, well, what's wrong with this guy?
Exactly. Do you understand? They don't even know, like you said earlier, they don't even know how to stand in line.
You don't know how to stand in line.
If you're standing in line, they'll think
It's,
something is wrong with you. And
it's
you're the one
alien. They'll
doing the
say
right thing.
something is wrong with you.
You'll be looking at us, see this mumu, you go they stand for line. Meanwhile, you are the one who's doing the right thing.
Yeah.
We gotta change, oh, a lot of things. And that's why we can't, whether we like it or not, this noise we are making is working. It's getting to them. It's doing something. Me, I know, I see it.
Oh
It's
yeah,
doing
it
something.
is.
Because they were expecting that everybody will be quiet by this time. People would have moved on, and we will now be we'll be analyzing the budget. We'll be analyzing when I say people don't move on. When they bring budget come out, everybody go say, they don't know anything before. Person wey not know something, you dey expect am say go do the right thing. No, everybody go do it. They go abuse the hell out of all of them. Oh my god. He does anything, they will laugh, make jest of him, put it everywhere. Thing is affecting him. He's losing money. Investors are not willing to come to Nigeria. Look at, there was one I saw where they said that 20 German 20
Yeah, I know. Somebody posted that. I saw that on Twitter. Then people were like, okay, if you say 20 German, just name three. Just name the company. Name the companies.
I even retweeted and I retweeted and I said, right? Somebody now said this is propaganda. No 20 German nothing.
If you say 20 German companies, just name the companies. They don't get name.
My God. They've now reduced themselves to propaganda because they cannot produce, they can't do
Cannot produce
anything.
anything.
Hey, God, I beg you. Nothing inside their
This,
head.
this, this strategy is wrong. The strategy is very, very wrong. You don't go chasing. I mean, it's like going to find. It's like you live in a two-bedroom apartment, and there's already five people living there. Then you're now going to go find another 20 to come and join. No, you expand the place. You add four, five, 10 more rooms. Then you now start go and find more tenants. But not when the people that is living there already are even suffering. The facilities is not enough. You know, the rooms are not enough for the people
Exactly.
living there. They now you say you're going to find more people. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
At all. It makes no sense at all.
Makes no sense at all.
Eh?
Foreign investor. Which one is even foreign investor? That thing is sometimes I don't understand. You have like 200 million people. You have like 200 million people that can just if you can enable them eat alone will generate enough money for you. Just if a party where go talk say pepper suing and whatever. Just for them, just restaurant business alone, just agriculture alone, food,
Exactly.
just food alone.
Eh?
The money that will come from it, you
I'm
don't even
telling
have to
you,
worry. You don't even have to worry about any foreign investor.
at
But no,
all.
you're looking for foreign investor come and build industry.
Eh?
We don't need
Fix the
industry.
roads. Fix the
Fix road.
roads. Make sure there's electricity. Eh?
That train that you guys claim you built under Buhari, that train should have been carrying food from wherever it is at night. It
Exactly.
will carry passenger during the day and carry food at night.
Hey,
But none of that exists.
they're just wasting money, living
Just waste.
group of dons people and associates. How they think they form that when they say something associate and sons, something
Mm-hmm.
and sons
Now
limited,
lawyer, now lawyer, now lawyer firm. That's how they
something
that's
and
how
sons
they.
limited. Now be the government where we get. Agbado and Sons Nigeria Limited, na dem be. Dons and Sons Limited, na be the Nigerian government. None of dem get sense, none, not one. E pack all the ones wey dem dey thief pass, the ones wey dem sabi lie pass, the ones wey be say their greed no be here, is outside of the world. Na im just calculate put around himself. How dem go take thief, how dem go take thief, that's all they are thinking about. Anybody you put for office, dem dey look for how dem wan take chop their own. Hey! Tutu Akwa, God forbid. Money wey no good, all money is not good money, God forbid.
Yeah,
Money wey
but
people
even
dey
that
chop.
chopping thing itself, it's past the federal government level. Like it's in all levels, right?
Is
So
all levels,
yeah,
all.
it's on all levels. That's why I appreciate like the way P2B is approaching this whole issue. Like it's talking to people's conscience, it's talking to their psyche, it's talking to their their spirit man. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? This one no be like say um he's telling you it's not like he's telling you what's good or what's right. It's like after he's done talking with you, if you sit down and analyze them, you have to change. They have to be transformed. There's no other option. If you continue doing what you're doing, your conscience will keep pricking you, and you know that you're doing wrong for sure. Because some of these things is just to throw light on it, and you find out, okay, yeah, you've been on the wrong track all this while. But if you still want to continue, that's fine. But it's like when he before he went to court, like, and he was trying to tell the judiciary, hey, whatever whatever you're about to do, this is for the kid, this is for our kids, this is for the future of the country. So you better you better think twice before you do whatever you're planning to do. They still went ahead and did the wrong thing. But it's obvious. Like even after they did what they did, look at the way they're talking. Everybody is down. They are recanting. It's like they are regretting what they did.
Of
Like
course.
this CGN guy, the one that retired before the just before the I
Yeah.
think the last verdict.
That one that
That
was
one,
not saying God.
that one had to write an episode.
Abeg go sit down. Wait a
Then
minute.
this other new one, there's another one that was saying something too, another Chief Justice again that was saying something about how judiciary is bad and there has to be a reform, blah blah blah. You know,
All of
before
them.
none of them has spoken this way in the past, I don't know, 15 years. They mess up everywhere, they sit on the mess, they don't care, But now, things are changing gradually. It's changing slowly because of how bad things are. So it's like when you're trying to like turn the cruise ship.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a while. It takes a while. You got turn them, but it takes a while for the ship itself to turn.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
But it's turning.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely turning. I can see it because people are, you can see it in the way people are reacting to stuff now,
Mhm.
right? People are beginning to see for themselves that, wait a minute, it looks like this was this was actually a wrong move that we made. This was a wrong decision that we made. You
Yeah.
understand? We were really blinded and stuff like, so they're slowly turning, but can they just all turn at once so that we can know where to start the work from? No, it's true, because it's getting annoying for me. Can you just turn at us so we know? Because let me tell you, the work that we have to do in Nigeria, it's not be small work. Oh. That all the roads need to be fixed. Number one, all those bandits and all, they need to get rid of all of them, all, from every bush, from every corner, from every nook and cranny. We need to remove them. People have to be able to go to their homes and their villages safely, without panic, without fear. eh Light need to dey steady so that they go fit do business. Who dey sell pure water so that they go see light take do pure water. Water need to dey. We no get, Nigeria no get water. Can you imagine that? No clean water. till today for Nigeria, a whole country, none. People used to
Most,
have tap
most
growing
complex.
up, tap. They don't have it anymore.
You
That's
know,
mad.
everybody had plumbing. Or not everybody, but most people had plumbing in the cities before. You know, tap, you open tap on your kitchen and everything
And
just,
everything water go come out.
you know.
It doesn't make any
But
sense.
now people to have that luxury, you have to dig borehole in your house.
Exactly. And then the ministry be like people they work for ministry like say na their property.
Hmm.
Person go comot for ministry work, e go travel, spend years, go still dey collect salary, they go still dey
No.
pay am.
Ministry of Works, they still
Ministry
have
of
staff.
yes,
Ministry of water and water resources and whatever, sewage
um
and water resources. They're still paying them.
they still pay them. And then some and only a one for one section of the country na the people na the full ministry. Like say na dem dey exist for the country. Then you're looking for work you can't find. You can't even get close to the ministry because they put their girlfriends, their wives, their children, their great grandchildren, their cousins, their waiting. A lot has to change. The mindset of the people needs to change. The mindset of get it, only me, gluttony, eating, not being satisfied. They know they chop for back, they chop for front. Look at how unhealthy they look. They go see they chop. They're not they tire because they don't want anybody else to chop. They want to chop and pie on top of it. That mindset needs to change. Eh? You look at somebody else because the person is not from your tribe, you demonize them. You make them, you want to bring them down by all means. All those things need to change. Ha! Even the way they practice religion in Nigeria needs to change drastically. Serve your God in your house. Everybody has a right to worship God the way they want to worship God. Who you be, who make you feel say na your own important pass. Love needs to be taught again. Empathy, sympathy needs to be taught again. Nobody has empathy, nobody has sympathy. Things will just happen. Nobody cares. Everybody go your turn face. You know, cuckoo concern me. You know, happen to me. You know, happen to my family. So
Yeah,
therefore, you know, concern me. It needs to change. We can't continue like that. We can't. That it is all this the sum total of all of this bad attitude. Now I carry Nigeria reach where it is so.
yeah. We
Now I
forgot we
carry
forgot
Nigeria.
spirituality because religiosity has replaced spirituality.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Exactly.
It's
Before
like
Nigeria,
zombies everywhere.
yes, zombies, exactly. Soulless, like people with no spirit walking the earth. It's almost like they suspended that they've thrown their spirit away and they're just doing whatever comes to their head. No society can survive like that. None. You just become a shell of yourselves. You're just walking as if you know with nothing inside. It's crazy. All those things need to change, man. It needs to change. It starts from every one of us. It needs to change. If one person is hurting, you should hurt too. If one person is suffering, you should also feel their suffering. You should empathize. It's gone in Nigeria completely. It amazes me. They will tell you, oh, this one just get kidnapped. Everybody just moves on like say nothing happened, like say it's another day. Ah, God, I beg you. Hey, we gonna let person lose the empathy and sympathy for this world. I'm telling you, once you lose that, what is left? There's nothing left. You're just like a walking, talking corpse. That's what it is. Eh? They upon they take shout justice for Mohbad, justice for Mohbad. The boy don collect justice. They don give am the justice today. Shebi I hear say dem don release the Naira Marley. No be the Naira Marley dey say e dey sue Iyabo Ojo. Now see this Naira Marley put im two hand together want to sue. All the bad bad things wey e do to the boy nko, dem no investigate and then dem suppose still hold that boy for there. because you can't go to.
Naira has a lot of clout now. Even his label will not want to put him in trouble because now cash cow for them, right? So
So you want to use another person cash cow 500 million. You know where? Eh?
yeah. It's a
Femi
cult. You know, there's
Iyabo
cultism. There's cultism in that whole music
music
industry. So
industry. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Look at how they are destroying young people's lives with cultism. Just look at that. You send your children go school because you get talent. You must come join one court to showcase. I mean, it's madness. You send your children to school, you don't know there's no guarantee. Hey, what kind of society is that? You send your own children to school, another person wan come retrain am for you, wan come you go come make the person do wetin e no suppose to do because say you be waiting. No, a lot has to change in that country. Oh, a lot of people need to go down in that country for things to move forward. Hey, there's no way around it. Even the police, from the army, everything needs to be cleansed. They need to use Izal, not be Izal that they call am,
yeah,
Vim.
Isaiah, that thing
Yeah.
is strong chemical. It's white. Now
Strong.
drop now. The way it comes out in drops because it's too strong.
It's too strong, exactly.
Once it enters water, it be like a cloud on top. Then you have to
Exactly.
mix it in.
Exactly.
It needs cleaning. But what do you think about like even because it might have to take diaspora to like change things. I don't know. There has to be a different play for the next struggle. I was gonna say the next election, but it doesn't have to be election. It doesn't have to be like the next. It doesn't have to be when 2027. Something might come up before then, right?
Yeah.
But we should have like some kind of a different play that might, or rather, that should shake things up on ground in Nigeria. I think a lot of time, the past, what happened this year was like we were doing a lot of funding, right?
Mhm.
So sending money home, for people to do stuff like during the campaign season or things like that. But I think maybe the next play might involve something more hands-on, where you know, for maybe some people might uproot themselves from where they are and go home for the season, to
Yeah, it has to get
sensitize
to that
people.
point. Yes, I agree with you. It has to get to that point where
Yeah,
people have to uproot themselves and go home. But before that happens, there has to be something at home that's happening, like going on. Like there needs to be some semblance of some sanity. Well, let me not say sanity. Like there's active, there's something actively going on ground that is going to overturn and make things happen in such a way that people will now take that, use that advantage to go back home. Because the way it is right now, people from here cannot just go back because remember, security zero. If you're going back, you need to make sure that you take care of security because the chances are that you feel person fit go, you don't know where you waka go. That's it. You understand? And for a lot of
yeah,
people that have been active in this whole
yeah.
thing.
That's true. Security issue is real, right? But at the same time, there's like millions of people living there too, right?
Yeah.
So you show up and you do as they do, right?
Yeah, but the thing
So
is, for people who are very active, right? If you are very active and you're known like that, you can't just do like they do because they already. You have to remember, they probably have names already of people who, when they come into Nigeria, they're going to just clown.
yeah, I understand that. It's just that I don't know, man, because
But I
yeah,
hear what you're saying.
the play
It's
has to be it has to be a different play.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying. Having said this, I completely agree. that there has to be an active move back home to go and start to work the system, right? To be a part of it so that we can start to clean it out from the inside. That's what needs to
Mhm.
happen. But with the way everything is right now, but my the thing about this whole thing is that the way everything is right now, right? These people, it has officially become a one-party state. So let's say somebody from here wants to go and wants to be a representative, for instance, or a senator, for instance. It's hard because it will be rigged against that person.
We understand that now. We know that they're going to rig. So if you know that they're going to rig,
Uh-huh.
then you prepare for it,
How do you
right?
prepare for it? Remember too that the court system is a
I
sham.
know, I know. It's just okay. So, for example, now, okay. So let's do, what do they call it? They call it Monday morning quarterback, right?
Right.
So, given what we know now,
Okay.
what would you have done different? February, when was it? February 20.
First of all, that count will not have taken place.
Okay,
We for scatter everywhere. Everywhere.
okay.
We just scatter. We'll shut the place down.
So that's what
And
I'm
then
saying.
even
That
from that polling unit,
that's what I'm
everybody
saying.
supposed run
From
there
polling
go there.
unit, you're uploading from polling unit. Not only are you uploading results, polling unit by polling unit. So okay, let's put it this way: if you knew they were going to do what they did,
Mm-hmm.
then you will make every effort to have a representative in every polling unit. This one, not be like say now one person they control one zone. You will try and have one person in each polling unit, right? Then you will now have to make sure that whatever result that was called there is what they entered on the sheet. Then you will now follow them. You will now follow them, monitor them when they get to the zonal office. Make sure that whoever is the INEC zonal person there that is entering the numbers in the form, whatever they call it, right, is entering the correct numbers. Because we all thought that IREV was going to be the thing that they're going to call, and the paperwork was going to be the backup, but it was the other way around. They switch it on us, right, last minute. So these are the things, like, if
But
you
remember though, even with that, they still cancelled those numbers and read the numbers they wanted to read.
that's what I'm saying. So that meant that if we knew about all this, then somebody would have been there with them to make sure that the right numbers were written on the paper.
They cancelled the numbers. I don't know when there are people on the ground with them.
No,
There
but
were
they didn't really follow them, because so they counted the right votes at the polling station. Yes,
Mhm.
right. Then I believe they made three copies at the polling station, right? One for the party members,
Mhm.
one for the police,
Mhm.
then one for INEC.
Right.
Then the INEC people now go to the zonal office or whatever, and they now have to
Station.
enter those numbers to there's another form. I've forgotten the form, what they call it.
Right.
That then what those numbers that enter in the form, that's now the quote unquote official numbers. That's how we used to work, right? Those official numbers is now what they now send to Abuja INEC head office, right? But before the election, they told us that they were going to send the numbers, the correct numbers would be the ones from IREV, because it's going to be real time. And if there's any discrepancy between IREV numbers and the numbers on that sheet,
Mhm.
then the IREV numbers is the numbers they're going to use,
Okay.
right?
Well,
So, but they went and shut off IREV and went manual all the way. So
right.
if it was going to be manual all the way, then somebody should have been monitoring them every step.
But
So
they didn't make it manual from the beginning, right? They cut off people, they cut people off guard and made it manual at the last
that's what
minute.
I'm saying. They cut people off guard. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If assuming you knew that was what they were gonna do, what would you
You
have
can
done?
do what you okay,
Yeah,
so
what would you have done? Right.
right. NS, welcome. Oh, greetings to you. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Oh,
Happy
welcome.
Friday, everyone. Long time. I just
Long
said let me come
time,
on.
long time. How are you? Happy New Year. I'm almost tempted to say Happy New Year.
The same to you. I was just listening in. I said let me come and keep you company. Because last time, there was one time, I think 2 days ago, you were online as well. I think I was just about to come on and then you went off. But
Oh,
I'm always in the background lurking.
okay. Well, I'm
But
glad to hear that. Thank you for joining me today.
anyway, I think the process I think is mostly right for the most part, except that at the collation center, I think their party agents actually went, but they didn't let them in. And if you remember, I think it was in Rivers that some people were, done away with. It was at the
Right.
collations center.
Yes.
And then I think in Lagos, some people were arrested at the collation center in trying to prevent them from entering. So it's not that people didn't try. It's, I don't know.
Definitely, people tried. No, they tried. They did very well. They tried their best. It's just I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just saying that because a lot of things that happened, we didn't know it was going to happen. So everybody was saying protect your vote, and we were trying to protect the vote at the polling unit, not knowing that the main protection was supposed to happen at the coalition center. So imagine we had uh, if we had people at the coalition center making sure, fighting whoever came to forge the results or came to change the results. Make sure that they don't make any changes there. Insist that the party members go inside with the INEC person to make sure that the numbers matches, with
Yeah,
whatever they got from the polling units.
no, you're right. But look at Kano. I believe in Kano, like a whole mass crowd went with the vote to the collation center,
Mm.
got their guy in there. Look at what
Mm-hmm.
has happened now. Someone was even burnt, in that whole situation. So I don't know. I just feel like if evil people want to intervene in a system, like, and they are powerful, which is the most important thing, is that these people currently are so powerful that they can just any plan you have, they have a counter and they have the
Mm-hmm.
money to back it, and they have the force on their side. I think we need to be clear how to fight such powerful characters, you know.
It's really sad because it seems like they are bent on, like, using any tactics. There's nothing like foul play for them.
Yeah, exactly. The only power that can, fight them is if you match like their bloodshed. To be honest, that's what will scare them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Either that or their peers that don't agree with them because okay, so suddenly not in their interest realigns and force them to change. Those are actually the only ways. So let's say for example PDP that is equally as evil suddenly grows some strength and goes out of their way to push them out. That's what then you can actually fight them. Or we all take matters into our hands. Whatever we see, we see. That those are the only two ways.
That's true. That's because right now it's a one party system. There's no uh, we cannot there's no way. Let's say they're gonna say, okay, they should contest election tomorrow. It's going to be, it will involve red oil, it will involve body fluids. That's just the truth,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
which is terrible, but that's how it's going to be. And of course, I already knew this though when this election was coming, and I was like, it has to be bumper for bumper. These people, that's the only thing they will understand, you know. But hey, when you are not on ground, people will say, hey, are you on ground? But if you know you're going to, like, for instance, I had a sister who went to vote. They gave her, before she went to vote, they already told her where her polling unit was going to be. She got there, they denied it and said no, it's another polling unit. She walked to she had to visit three different polling units, only to go back to the initial one that they gave to her before. She had to even push her way through and say, no, this is it. I'm not going anywhere. I've been all over. Election will soon be over. Voting will soon be over. She
No, they
voted.
really frustrated. I mean,
They frustrated people.
me personally, I know how much I've tried to vote in
Mm,
that country, and how much, like, there was a time at work they gave us time off. This was 2019, which is why I'm so sure 2019 was rigged, because this energy
yes.
people were feeling, maybe it wasn't as much online, but on the ground people were ready to get those people out
Hmm.
to an extent, actually. And I went, they told us go and register to vote. We went, and people will get their PVC back. And I started noticing that the people that weren't getting their PVC back were from a certain region in the country. I remember I told people then, as
Right.
far back as 2019, that there's a voter suppression pattern like that I'm picking up by talking to people.
Mhm.
But then I guess it was not visible. People are not talking about it online. Internet was not as like, it hadn't proliferated as much as it has now.
Right.
So, and you know what, the how naive I was in 2015. I was in support of Buhari because maybe I wasn't paying that much attention. I had a friend that works in Abuja at the time, and he was saying, I don't understand. Are you crazy? Like, what are you people saying in Buhari? Like, and I guess because he was so close to that whole scenario, he could see the BS. And us that were just consuming regular news channels, like, it's almost like, especially if you're busy, like, the way
Right.
information comes through is not quite the same. But in 2019, because of the experience people were feeling on the ground, we were ready. We were like, this man did not give us what he had promised us. Let him go. And even when people supported Buhari, it wasn't as much as, oh, he's great. It was just that, okay, it seems like these PDP people don't know what they are doing. Let's try someone else. At least we need to show PDP. It can never be only them. But we clearly didn't know what we were in for. So, just as somebody who's lived like in Nigeria for a long time, I just don't think people as docile as we think. It's just that there's so much limits. Like in Nigeria, you're trying to give your house food. They are taking light. Like, you maybe catch the news once you're at work. What time do you have to even check Twitter? Like all these things. But now, because of WhatsApp, even older people that didn't know how to use the internet, now WhatsApp works for them. They get, like, if, like, news is disaggregated, right? So you're hearing all kinds of viewpoints that were not necessarily easy to get before. So there's there's
Right.
also that.
You're right about that. You're actually right. I mean, I just think that I don't. First of all, I don't see a 2027 election. I can't see it.
You
I
people, I
can't.
think that after this we're going to inherit Tinubu. One of his family member will be our next president. You people think it's a
Well, then
joke.
nobody should bother coming out. That's just it. Just stay at home. Let INEC. In fact, I think somebody had come out and was even suggesting it. Like, INEC should just decide. Let them be voting for INEC. Let it be INEC that is vetting them and say, okay, So you know be based on who get money pass now.
No, I
Yeah.
think who inherit his son. This is now a what do they call this thing? Royalty.
Monarchy. Monarchy.
Monarchy.
Monarchy, exactly.
Sorry.
You just say, okay, who is the next? Okay, this one has more money. Oh yeah, put in. Or the person that has more power, more gra. The person that can spill more liquid. Now they go put in.
Yes, because
Hey, I
clearly
don't. Yeah, I don't.
politics is not for nice people.
Exactly.
His daughter
Because
don't. His daughter don't collect title now. He's the first daughter of Nigeria or something.
You people think this is a joke. This is what we're in for.
hey, God I beg you. Mm-mm. It's such a shame. But I just think that the noise that we are making so far is getting to them. We have to continue to make that noise, and we can't keep quiet. We
No,
can't keep.
people will make noise. So can you like as someone that I've always been politically engaged since I was young. I read magazines even as a child.
Right.
Like and I said my sister was counting votes till 2 a.m. This is not someone that cares about politics. So people, I mean, I wasn't there, so I couldn't vote. My friend, the famous Elegoshi stuff where they attacked people, my friend was there dragging ballot box with them. These are people that don't care about politics on a normal day. So I think people are fed up. It's just that, okay, and when I speak to all these people, they're like, okay, we have done our best. What else can we do? If I can't come and kill myself, okay, I can at least still eat 3 times a day. All these other people, I don't know what they're expecting. So people, and it's just harder and harder. So, I mean, I have empathy for those people that feel like, what else can we do? Because normally, in a normal country, it's people that, like, what do you call them now? Is it the university people, the intellectuals? They're the ones that will be pushing all this thing and will be have their boots on the neck of these people. But those people want to eat with these nonsense leaders. So we have a problem, like some kind of moral
Yeah.
bankruptcy.
They
Right.
bribed. Yeah, they bribed the intellectuals like indirectly. When Jaga gave all of them INEC job,
Uh-huh.
right? And that seemed to have continued. Jaga maybe probably had a sincere heart, trying to give them a job, for additional income or whatever. But I think the political, class found out that yeah, they can actually, interesting. Yeah, this is a nice thing. We can actually use this for our favor, you know. And they just, all those professors
I don't even
bribed.
buy that because from day one I heard that thing. I said this is ridiculous. How can me finish sitting down all these years, write a whole PhD thesis, do all this scholarly research, and you think the best use of my skill set is to count votes on
Yep.
national TV? I mean, it's
Yeah.
an insult. I wouldn't even take it.
But there was money. There was a good bag. There was a bag that came with it, though.
Now, wow.
The bag was attractive, and that time, they weren't making. They were making good money, but not like good money. So
Mhm.
so
I think
they
the
were so
thing is,
happy. They were so happy. Like these are like vice chancellors of universities
that's what I'm saying. It's
coming
not
coming to count
ridiculous.
votes using flashlight and torchlight, driving from
Something volunteers
one
do.
bush, one state to Abuja to come and read vote. That whole process was so ridiculous.
Something volunteers do for free, and you thank them like
Yeah.
jury duty or whatever. God, I want for this country. I guess the issue is like this whole thing, which is why I'm always saying that I come again as a market person, that I know most Nigerians are not. We want to be socialist, no problem. But this is my problem, because if state is running everything, they cannot afford to generate any kind of wealth, and you can't pay universities professors well, and these schools are not autonomous, then you can control them. And that's what's
Hmm.
happening, because
Yep.
indirectly the state runs everything. it's not like I'm glorifying like capitalists or anything, but at least if we can all run it together, where it's not one crazy president controlling everything, then I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
No, it makes sense though. It's the whole enterprise thing that we're talking about being productive, you know. So like the schools can actually uh, try and generate income. That's one. Then you have to like try to have like some kind of market driven kind of philosophy where everything you do has to you try to make sure that you not only generate revenue but also make sure that you manage your resources you know effectively, knowing that it's not like they are throwing down money to you from Abuja all the time, right? But that's not the mindset that we have. Like from day one, I don't know. It seems like since after we went to the presidential system, after we left the whole regional thing, it's like everybody is just looking for handout from Abuja, and nobody wants to do anything anymore. So they made sure, then the federal government will now make sure that all the money from oil that is from a certain part of the country goes all the way to the federal purse in Abuja. And then from there, they start dispensing to everybody, which just doesn't make sense. I know universities, for example, have like consultancy programs. They can go do, okay, I'm talking from, I know for UNN for sure, they have like consultancy program where, the university will go find contracts, try to find government contracts. But at some point, government would not even give them contracts, right? Because they probably will prefer, foreign company that they can, bloat the contract, pad the contract and all that stuff. And the universities are probably not willing to do that, right? Or if they do that, it might not look, they wouldn't know how to put that in their books, right? So it just became tough for them, and there's no way for them to really generate income to run these universities, and they don't have a choice but to spread their hand for handout, unfortunately. So that's where we are with not only universities but many things in that country. I think if we go regional like it used to be before,
Mm-hmm.
gives states autonomy to like run their state themselves. So state police, generate your own electricity. Um, what else again? Build your own seaport, or even work together with neighboring states to like do
No,
your own thing.
our
Yeah.
problem is not even ideas. Do you know, as a young person, I understood a long time ago. When I would have conversations with older people, I used to say, why can't these states run themselves? Like, why can't some states merge? But I didn't
Mhm.
realize the whole politics of why states can run themselves and why someone must be controlling at the center, because it just made, to me, it was common sense. It's like, if you want to be a whole state, the whole idea is that you should be able to run yourself, right? So, I mean, I feel like all those people know what we need to do. It's not just in their interest, and they don't care because no,
Yeah.
they've never worked hard for anything they have. It's like asking a criminal that just picks money from the road. Like, I don't even know, even criminal will take care of their thing well. Like, I don't understand. There's no like dignity in labor to these people. Like, it's just eat, 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 eat. Everything is about consuming, showing off. I don't understand their value system, honestly. I don't understand.
We are very, very rotten.
And there's something Omoye said the other day that I always say. I honestly, every time I look at this, it annoys me so much that I think I understand the mentality that makes you sell your neighbor or whatever, or cousin or brother as a slave. This is the same mentality going on. I think I even left it in a comment one time. I was so frustrated. Okay, I think it's all these organ people. Like, this is the same mentality where you don't value life in any kind of way, that you're willing to throw away life like it doesn't mean anything. I don't understand it. Even some of these violent videos or whatever that people pass around and people watch it and just revel in it, I can't. And and maybe this is it. We're so, I don't get, like, life really doesn't mean anything to
Okay.
us.
Desensitized.
That's, yes, that is my conclusion. Because if life means something to you, I feel like you think differently.
It's crazy, man. Like
They
is
don't
it
they don't
Dola Akunielo? I think it's the husband. Like the way they killed him. Like it was
exactly.
just an ambush on the road. Then this guy they actually shot him on the face. Like blew his like half of his face off.
And no one gave first aid, and they want to post
Nothing.
it
Yeah,
online. Like,
yeah. They
that's
went
why,
to
this
posted
is
it
what
online.
I'm trying to say. That is like, life doesn't mean anything to us. Like,
Crazy.
it's, when someone steals something, your first instinct, I don't know if it's animal instinct, I don't know what to call it, is to throw tire. Nobody says calm down, let's try to
Mm-hmm.
understand. Like, like, the thing they stole is not a life, but
Gary,
you want
Gary having
but, like,
biscuits.
do you see what I'm saying? It's like animals almost. God, I don't think we're animals, but I don't know what else to say.
No,
You
you
might
are
say
right.
we're not animals, but
Animalistic
if you
behavior.
act like one, I don't know what to call
Exactly.
you again.
You understand? They act na animal behavior, so na animal. There's nothing, there's no apology there. That's what is being exhibited. Because it doesn't make any sense to me at all. It's almost like people have lost the humanity in them, not to value life again. You know, consign me. As far as say not be my sister, not be my. Look at Akinyuli's husband that Nigerians ought to have protected. Look at how this is how worthless. This cannot go on for long. It will definitely self-destruct. That's where Nigeria is headed to. And it needs to happen, unfortunately. And it needs to self-destruct to the people that are doing damage to it. Because they will end up turning against each other and balkanizing themselves. That's what I want to see, you know?
It's crazy. The same thing, like all this military bombing that they said they made a mistake. I mean, if you value life, you cannot
Exactly.
make that kind of mistake.
Eh?
Uh-uh. Drone is not. If drone doesn't fly, does drone fly inside the cloud? You have clear view. You definitely have clear view of what's happening on the ground. You can see these people. You can see if they had guns, or something. Or maybe you're trailing them because you're flying in the air. You can actually trail them. You know where they're coming from. You know where they're going. But when you start shooting at people that they were just gathered, having fun, running around, kids, women, men. I mean, it doesn't. Even if it's mistake, like there's things like I don't know, like there are. It's like flying a plane, you know, because you know how important it is. There's like check, then you check again, and then check again, check again. Then you check again. Then the co-pilot will check, 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 check. I mean, that's the way. If you value something, that's the way it should be. But these people, they don't care. It's sad, but that's the situation we find ourselves as Nigerians right now. So
Well, we have to keep talking. We really, really have to keep talking. Um, Let me see. Well, we can't stop talking because these people, that's what they are banking on. They are saying, oh, these people not only talk, there's a bit talk. We will show them, we show them small. You understand? That's what they are banking on. So we can't We cannot afford to be silent. I don't know, but me, I don't see 2027. Something has to happen. I see the article you shared with me.
Oh yeah, okay. It's a very
Yeah.
interesting article. I think people are starting to turn around. Although I've not followed this guy's columns, but I'll be interested to see what he was writing a few months
Okay.
ago. But it is the beginning. People are beginning to wake up.
No, they shouldn't wake up now. They should. Me, I know people are. I mean, I'm even seeing it even on Twitter, everywhere now, on so many social media platforms. I'm seeing people that during the election were like, bent, hell bent on this evil. They are now retracing their steps. I'm like, wow, this is what suffering does. I beg, let them increase the suffering to the highest, because me, I need it. I need people to quickly make up their minds so that we can start solving the issues. No, seriously, because he had to take. I say Nigeria has to bottom out. I keep saying it. All the investors are leaving. People, the small small work that people were getting, no, they again.
Oh, it's so for don't even get me started. This is I did a lot of work with investors in Nigeria. So you see all these people, you woo them, you tell them, this is a destination, these are like, and then all of a sudden, anyway, maybe as also someone that studied the economics, I've been saying it. No, sorry, I didn't study economics. As someone who studies the economy,
Yeah.
I've been saying it since that was happening because what's happening, and this is why I keep saying that we need to figure out what we want to be, because I also think why there's a lot more suffering in Nigeria than we are used to seeing is because while APC is what it is, their economic ideology is more of, we're going to give out, we are going to be like a welfare state, we're progressive, kind of like the Democrats in America, which is great. I don't have a problem with that. I identify with that actually. But you can't do that until you build or create like prosperity of some kind in your country. You can't start sharing when you're
Exactly.
not obsessed with the, that's why when obviously Peter Obi that we know is a capitalist, like is going, productivity. There's a reason why that relates to him because, and I'm not saying that we need to go that extreme because I don't think it's also very good for you. You probably want a good balance. But when you come and your first policy is to shut down the borders, because that's actually what Buhari did, and that's when you first saw this dip in the naira actually, although they managed it a bit and we entered the first set of recession. That's what he was doing. And people, all these companies that invest in Nigeria started panicking because they're like, okay, I need to take my money out before my money locks here. And that was the first wave of exits you saw from Nigeria because it's like this country is beginning to be unstable. If I do business here, how would I be able to get my return and live in? Then we have portfolio investors that invest in our equity market. And yes, you may think it doesn't matter. It matters because those are the biggest companies in Nigeria that create jobs, and there's a value chain that happens. And those people are now panicking. They're like, okay, we won't get a return out of this country. Let's go. So I don't even think these people understand the economists. I don't know who their economic advisor was. It was this lady that I kept saying that what's her name? Kemi Adeosun has no background in giving economic management. Because she has a very nice CV in finance, they give her the whole country's economy to be. The people don't know what they are doing, honestly. This APC.
No, but even the people that have saluted them, what's the other guy name? The guy with the Jericho. What's his name again?
Who is the guy?
Uh, Everybody, look, no, look, man. Oh
Oh,
man, I forgot.
Sanusi.
No, no, not Sanusi. No, Sanusi is not. Sanusi can be sound sometimes. No, Buhari's economic team. Soludo, who is a professor in economics, right?
Mhm.
There's this guy, I've forgotten his name.
Oh,
What?
Alfred Rewani,
Rwani. Yeah, thank you, Rwani. Yeah, yeah,
not
yeah.
Alfred, sorry,
Not Alfred, but you also said the
Bismarck.
I remember, is the Rwani. Yeah,
Bismarck.
Bismarck Rwani. Yeah, that one. They are economic team of Buhari now. They're so-called intellectual, smart guys.
No, I don't think
But
Bismarck was on his team. Oh.
he was, Bismarck
He
was.
was.
Yeah, he
I
was.
just thought he used to give commentary.
I know he gives commentary, but he also economic team, advisory team for Buhari. He was part of it. Now the thing is, you're probably giving them credit by associating their mindset with an economic system. Because for me, I don't think there's they don't even think that way. All they think about, so I can't call them socialists, neither can I call them capitalists. I don't know what they're doing. It's sharing. All they want is just to chop
That's
money.
what I'm saying.
That's
But
all they
at
want
least,
to do is
but you
just
know
chop
what?
money.
I
So it's
feel
not
like
like they're a
PDP.
welfare state that wants to like take care of
But
the
you know,
people.
whatever it is, PDP has first class in sharing the same money. But I think it was not felt as badly because at least these people were generating something.
Yeah,
So
oil prices was good then.
not just all prices started dipping in. You remember, even when we started rebasing our GDP, it was because oil was already acting. I mean, obviously, it's not to these new levels of low, but all prices were not what it was during Yar'Adua or Obasanjo, during Jonathan, and yet it was not. And those were the big. Remember, another thing we felt during Jonathan is that 2008 recession. What did they say? When America catches a cold, the rest of the world catches pneumonia, and it's typically a knock-on effect economically. So 08, 09, 2011, America was still in a recession. So we started getting those knock-on effects like a few years later, right? And
Mhm.
then those were the first times all prices were starting to go actually low, because actually I worked in energy, so I monitor all prices. So yes, obviously it's not this new low that we're seeing today, but it was lower than benchmark
Benchmark
budget.
or
So
yeah,
it's
budget.
not like
Yeah.
they were having a good time. And even in the middle of the whole pandemic and all these things, we had a mini oil boom that Nigeria didn't benefit from. So
hmm
it's not all
hmm
prices, it's pure mismanagement. That's what I think. These APC people don't know what they're doing.
Oh man,
Oh my god.
definitely. They have no clue what they're doing, plus corruption on top of it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They have no clue what they're doing. Plus corruption. Plus we're going to have a monarchy. In fact, we're already in a monarchy. You guys think it's a joke? We're going to get the president's daughter, then after that the son, unless we wake up.
It's true. Now they show up in the economic council. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that was even possible. Till Tinubu himself was like, Tinubu was like saying, I don't know if he was even thinking straight. He actually open mic. He was like, oh yeah, I heard some people come into our meetings that are not invited. I heard my son Sheyi comes here. So
Oh,
I'm like, so anybody can walk into you guys meeting like
no.
that.
The APC people on Twitter told us
My
that it
God.
shows that he's a disciplinarian. He admonished his son.
Yeah, exactly. That's why APC and other people are saying, oh yeah, yeah, he's even admonishing his son, making it telling him he should not be coming to me. I'm like, he shouldn't be there in the first place. What is he doing there?
I mean, what irks me the most about APC is during the first time, me, I always see the first time I saw this thing was during the inauguration. People were wearing APC Ashwebi. A whole inauguration of president of the country. You're still playing politics. You now go and be singing on your mandates. Of course, you sing on your mandates in the National Assembly. Oh my God.
They are the one that put him there now. So they are loyal to him. So they have to sing on your mandate. Will you signal your mandate? Will you? If they give you microphone, you go sing. Na their national anthem be that na. That na their source of livelihood. You dey here, they talk say Oyo. Na dem they go sing am for every meeting. I guarantee you that's what they sing. Forget national anthem. That's what they sing for every meeting on your
But
mandate. But
wait, do you think Tinubu is actually in charge, or is he a powerful cabal? No, I'm tired of this word cabal, but a powerful group of handlers, I guess, is my question.
yes, there are
Who
people
are they
behind him.
paying this tribute to? Is it themselves that they're the handlers, or they are handlers that we don't know that's handling? I keep trying to wrap my head around it. Is it his family that is the handler? Anyway.
It's his family plus other people from you we know where, right? Because that man does not seem to know what he's doing. You guys see him? The guy is like a zombie. Femi, thank you very much. He's like he has no idea what's going on. Did you guys see him when he was in Dubai and he was walking when he was working with all these many people? I can guarantee you he didn't know how many people were behind him. All of a sudden he just stopped, and then people went to him and he was not. For my mind, I said maybe this man, they asked, where am I, what are we doing here? I'm
Hmm.
telling you, that man
Okay.
does not have a clue. They just propped him up to get there because there are people behind him that want to steal, that
Hmm.
want to take. So they propped him up, kept pushing him, and then they'll be whispering in his ear, "It's you, Iwolokon, don't agree for them, Iwolokon," because
Hmm.
it's for their own selfishness and his own too. So not be say in own hand no free, but the people behind him are the ones working. He also, of
Wow.
course, is putting his two
Anyway.
cents in. They will say, you said you wanted to do. You say, yeah, 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 do it,
Hmm.
yeah.
Let me pray like Nigerians. Maybe confusion will come in that their camp.
It will happen.
Doing hand like machine gun while praying. Ba, 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 ba.
You
I'm
know the
telling you.
funny thing is actually when I said it, I made the hand gesture too. So it's not-
Oh,
Oh
man.
my God.
It goes together now. It goes together.
Yes, all these people, all of you that are going for midnight mass, please. Biko, all the people
Oh
that are
boy,
showing up
which
for
kind prayer we go pray for Nigeria this December
eh,
31?
I don't know for them, oh, they go
Oh
sharp pray.
boy.
I don't know the prayer when they won't pray. All the prayer when they don't pray, none of them don't work. It's
No, no,
supposed
that's what I'm saying now. That's what I'm saying. It has to be a different prayer, which I don't know the template. I don't know
there's not
which
the attitude has to change. Now
it has to be
action now.
right.
Prayer is over. Prayer is over. It's time for literal action. All those see, prayer and work now hand in hand you dey go. As you dey pray, you dey do. These ones, they go dey there oh pray. You know how many years they don dey pray for Nigeria? Na Nigerians kabash pass. Na Nigerians pray, they pray
Number two,
today, you go think say, hey,
officially number two country in the world, most religious
Oh,
country in the world,
there was
behind
this.
Afghanistan.
There was actually. Oh, I saw that thing too. There's actually an inverse relationship between prayerful countries and countries with high IQs.
eh,
Oh,
I'm
this.
telling you. Because if the prayers were really working by themselves, Nigeria for suppose don surpass America, Dubai, all these places. If they were to work on their own, how many times they don kill enemies for Nigeria? How many times? They don kill all the enemies. In fact, kill the ones wey no be Nigerians join. All the enemies wey they don kill for Nigeria, but still yet, according to, let me speak Nigerian lingo, still yet, Nigeria is late. Please tell me. What
Nigerian English, reverse back.
reverse back? Oh my God. Reverse to the 13th century. Now we dey so. Fast reverse.
No, it's true. Where I think people are kidding themselves. This is how they lived in fact, whether 10th century, I don't even know.
I'm telling you. Do you understand? So the fact is that there are people behind, to your question, that actually want, because they're benefiting, right? They're gaining from the system. They're all the thieves, all the people that have prevented things from working in Nigeria, they are still there. They want it to remain so that they can keep ripping off the country.
Mm.
So we literally have to, this time now is action, strategy, not prayers. It's okay, what do we do? Putting heads together, how do we uproot this system? What do we do? What Let's go back to the drawing board. In everybody's silos, you're coming and you are not talk, you don't stop talking, because since the election they thought Nigerians would have moved on by now. We still they give them bumper to bumper, hit for hit. Okay, as we're talking, we're also doing behind the scenes in our silos. That's what needs
Mhm.
to happen. That is exactly what needs to happen. All the people that are going for prayer and everything, they just want to remain in that drunken state.
Yeah,
Eh?
this article I sent to
Said,
you even touched on that. That while the while these people are leaving, the multinationals are leaving, that you'll be shocked this December, all those religious concerts, retreats, whatever, I don't know what they are, by the different churches, they're on they're, what's the word I'm looking for? They are set to still break records higher than the record from the previous year, basically. So church is still strong, and I'm not, for Christians or religious worshippers. It's great to be a religious person. I'm not saying that, but but the church is still in line to be do better than last year, while normal businesses are suffering. All right, so
exactly, exactly, of
no, but
course.
I think people are beginning to touch on it, because I feel like before in Nigeria,
Hmm.
religious discussion, I don't know, it was so shunned. If you say anything, they will just take you for deliverance. But people are
Exactly. They
beginning
will
to
say,
come
touch
out of
not
their
my
shell.
anointed. Hmm.
Exactly. People are beginning to come out of their shell. Like now, Morgan, I saw a tweet he did today that he was saying that there's actually the reason why the West became so strong, that like the thesis, he put it as a thesis of a book so that it won't be him, which is okay, is that they discarded religiosity from being front and center and focused on reasoning and blah blah blah. He made the case that when China did the same, that look at, I'm like, okay, all of you start coming out of your closet and start telling
Exactly.
these people.
Exactly. No, it's true. Because people see, once you mention you, because again, as an intelligent person, right? Part of your intelligence is being able to question and analyze, right? And understand. You have to be able to ask questions. And as if you belong to any specific religion and you cannot ask questions in that religion, you cannot critique the religion, then you have a problem. That means you are a zombie. That's what it is. That means you can't question anything you say. They will say you are of the devil or whatever. They demonize you. You are in a cult. You are not in a church. And then the moment you mention any leader, everybody will just rush at you. They do my prophet no harm, touch not my anointed. And then the same people who claim to be Christians, they will be abusing you, they will be cursing you for questioning. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Meanwhile, you that you are questioning, you know that there's a God. You know how you serve your own. You know how you're a spiritual being. You have an understanding, but they just follow blindly. So anything they hear that's against their preacher or their pastor, they become offensive for their ears. I've never seen a thing like that.
Yeah, remember,
Never seen.
my mom would say, God, you know my heart, oh, but if this is what it takes to be religious that these people are doing, I don't want any parts. And
Yeah.
I mean, people see it all the time. That's why I'm saying that. But I feel like she dare not say that thing like if it's not in her immediate family, because oh gosh, automatically you will
Yeah,
be.
but like you said, it's more acceptable saying that now than before.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm happy this our people are coming out of the closet to speak truth, because people you see people calling their pastor papa and all these kind of things, daddy.
Excuse me, Daddy.
You
My
don't know your daddy
my
again.
my man of God said. They won't say the Bible. Oh. They will say my man of God said.
Exactly. Papa said.
Papa
My
said.
pastor
Papa.
said.
I'm,
Daddy said. Mm.
I'm like these people.
I will never
I,
call anybody daddy.
yeah, I don't say.
Pause.
They call them daddy. Oh. Yeah, you've not heard them call them. They call them daddy. They go say daddy. Hmm. My daddy said, I'm like, which daddy? Hey, Egbami.
These
Hey, is it the
pastors,
one
you
that
know,
born you? Or
back in the day, what you know a pastor by the size of their Bible. Now pastors know they carry Bible. They have like 10 people carrying their all their stuff. Even Bible for their kids. Their
They're reading their
kids don't even do
Bible on
anything.
their iPad now.
Those pastors' kids in Nigeria,
21st century.
they don't even carry and they don't touch any. If they enter church, they have their own ushers too.
I'm telling you, it's on the iPad and the phone. This is
Mhm.
21st century. They don't carry Bible anymore.
that's true. Na iPad o. You don see pastor wey no get iPad. The one wey no get iPad go dey hustle for iPad. In fact, e go tell you make you sow. You go need to sow into a life to get iPad. If you no get anything but that iPad go dey in hand wey you go take dey read Bible for you.
They started with iPads, then they have those pocket book Bibles. Then this time around, I don't even know. I don't even know what they use anymore.
Oh my.
Do you know the funny thing is that people who call themselves pastors, right? They're not necessarily Christian pastors. Do you know that they're pastors of cults? They're called pastors. There's some people who do not even teach the Christian religions and they are called pastors,
Oh
but
yeah.
they belong to other either cults or some other type of religious
Yeah, it's
thing that
possible because
No,
some of them specialize in like deliverance. Those people that you call if you build house or if you want to do foundation, you call them to do fasting and prayer for you for 3 days. Those ones, I don't know what they are.
you know what I just realized? Well, not
Mhm.
just, and this is very weird because I know I did CRK very well, and I know the history of like the, I guess, Pentecostal or apostolic movement in Nigeria. So I don't know. Maybe I missed it. Was too young to understand. But you know, these white garment churches, I've always felt they were Christian, and more recently, like as I was studying more about them, and I realized there's a lot of like, and I'm not necessarily saying that's wrong. I'm just making an observation, but there's a lot of like traditional religious like
That they
things
mix
mixed in
into it.
it. But I
Yeah,
didn't realize like the way people like, like they had so much of traditional religion in it. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because even some of the things they do, when they tell, they'll say, "Oh, if you watch," because I watch Yoruba movies. I grew up on you, so don't judge me, but I do.
Is it mainframe? I know I saw mainframe, but I didn't understand what they were saying.
So and some of them are on YouTube. I watch the comedies a lot. I like the comedy, Yoruba comedies,
Oh, okay.
and some of their plays that they do. So anyway, so some of these white garment people, right? Some of the things that they will tell them to bring, they're like traditional things. Like they're like you know when they go to the village, they say go and meet this medicine man, go and meet this priests of this
Mm-hmm.
town. This is exactly some of the things that these white garment people do. They'll
Wow.
say go and bring this, go and
yeah,
bring that,
because
stand in the
they
four corner
they yeah, yeah,
of the
they
jungle.
focus a lot on Moses and the laws and all those things, and that's traditional religion pretty much, right?
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
to. right? Because traditional religion, they slaughter goat,
Exactly. Sort of pigeon, yeah,
slaughter
exactly.
pigeon. They'll say bring white pigeon, like seven white pigeons, seven cowries,
Yeah,
7 days.
that's Moses'
You know
laws.
exactly.
Yeah.
Hmm. Interesting. Now, wow.
Yeah, they mix them up. They'll come mix them with the religion, mix and then they take. Well,
My own
exactly.
is I saw this video of women going to pray for husband. They were all lying on the floor. If you see how big this place was, and I was like, which kind of thing is this one?
There you go. Hey,
I was
Yeah,
like,
like
please.
Yomi said, everybody should go back to their traditional method.
No, I wasn't saying it to
It's
be
more spiritual.
judgmental though. My
it's
point is
true. It
more
must for those he works for. Everybody has a right to do whatever they like.
exactly. I'm just saying that the way we say pastor, Christian,
He wasn't
every
even referring to you. The guy is just
oh
making his own comment. Yeah, he wasn't.
no, right.
Yeah.
If
Hi, Grand. Welcome. Oh, greetings. Happy Friday. Go ahead. Sorry, Emma.
no, I'm just talking about the pastor. If you see how big this place was and women were lying down, they were praying for husband. I was like, shouldn't we be praying for the economy to be good? Like, oh, I
They
feel
It's
were
like
part
lying
of it
down and
now.
praying
It's
for
part of
husband.
it now. You'd be
that's what I'm
surprised.
saying now. Because even all these gender wars I see online, I just feel like this is hunger that is wiring everybody. They are just slashing out their frustration on the next person because I don't understand why things are this serious when people these days you see all the young people they are fighting them. I'm like, this you people are lacking in productivity. Either you don't have work to
Exactly.
do or you have not because at the end of the days the what's that thing that Carter said that time malaise that we're feeling the economy is giving us all malaise. It's-
Hey, God. Hey. Wait, you said these women were lying down on the floor and
oh
praying
my
for
god,
what?
I wish I saved that picture. You know how you see all this Shiloh type, okay, maybe the place was not as big as Shiloh Sha, but it was like a big place, like they were having a revival, but it was all
Yeah.
women and the whole thing was praying for husbands.
Hi. There was one I saw where the person was flogging people. Is it that same video? Someone was flogging people's butt in church. Hey, God, I beg go. I don't with this. The pastor was flogging with cane. He
Wow.
was flogging their butts. I didn't understand what was going on there. Hey, God, I beg go. Which kind? I don't understand. Though. People don't take this religion to another level. All
No,
those
but
people, they go
but you
ahead.
know the thing is hopelessness is the level of hopelessness. What do you want someone else to do? They've tried their best. They've gone to vote. They say it's voting. They clearly and our culture is so like very respectful of elders. Don't challenge them. So I think because of that, people. I remember one time at work, like I don't know what somebody said, and I just questioned them. I didn't even think there was anything bad because I watched at work they claim that we have a culture of openness. So me too, I questioned them, but everybody was looking at me like I was crazy. Oh, you mean you said that? I'm like, what's there now? This is also how I talk to my father at home. This one is not even up to my father. So what am I going to now be scared of? But you can see that culture like of fear. So at the end of the day, if I can't challenge them, I've done what I'm meant to do is to turn to God that is next now. So
I don't even know. I think that has been going on for a while. I mean, otherwise, how do you explain? Thank you so much, Grant. Oh my God, God bless you. Thank you so much for that super chat. Hey, mango is out of season, but thank you. I really appreciate. Thank you so much for the super chat. I think that it has been going on. The way people pray has been like that. Because remember, when they want to do that, their Holy Ghost something, and then when Deeper Life is also doing their own, you know how they block is it Benin or a road now that they will go and block. People will park there. They will pray for morning to night. Is it not 7 days they used to do there? Abi how many days? I don't remember. Deeper Life will do their own. It's not today. Oh. Some people you be living with neighbors in the house where some people will be praying when everybody suppose to dey sleep na only their voice you go dey hear, go dey wake dey disturb people sleep. They go dey pray, they no care.
No, no, it's
The
true.
day that thing
At
started.
one time, there's one person that faces loudspeaker near our house. We church. Then my father went to one person, and the man told my father that God, my dad said, "You think we don't know what you know? Please, no more noise."
Exactly. Do you understand? You understand? Yemi says the pastor was flogging her property. I saw that video and I was wondering what was going on. This pastor was going from person to person. He go flog them and not be small flogging, not be like like just tap, like real flogging. He go raise the hand up with real cane. He go flog their butts. Move to the next person. Flog that one. Hey God,
Anointed flogging.
This is BDSM. It has nothing to do with flogging.
it was too much. I was like, I couldn't even watch it. I was like, what's going? What kind of abuse is this? This is a
No,
church, eh?
no, it's really
So those women that are all those people that are doing these things, these are people that are they're supposed. This is supposed to be the eve of their when
this
they
is
are product,
sadism.
when they ought to be thinking about how to build up their communities, societies. They are in church, wasting hours of their life,
There's
productive hours of their life away. I'm not saying people should not, please don't misunderstand me. Everybody has a right to worship the way they want to, but the way they are doing it in Nigeria is excessive. It's almost like a mental issue. It's almost like they have swapped their brain for just a zombie like behavior. Like you go to church, you must do as they say. You see people spend hours on end in church. Instead of you to go home and read, you have exam tomorrow, you will not. You'll be praying that the exam you pass it tomorrow. You can't fail am. They'll come say na faith you no get reach. Come on now. Let's start talking to ourselves. Does that make sense? Eh? Oriyomi say husband don too scarce. E no scarce so that one na the biggest lie ever. Husband brekete. Men everywhere like rain. I'm
oh my
telling you.
god.
Which kind
There's
scarce?
this there's
Hmm.
this quote, one of my favorite quotes actually. I first read it in a column. I don't know what happened to this man. I'm sure he's old now. Dele Shobowale used to write for the Vanguard. I used to read this column, and there was a quote that says, "For those who feel the world is a tragedy, and for those who think the world is a comedy," something like that. I love that quote so much. That's how I feel about Nigeria. Like it's either you start crying or you start laughing.
That's actually an apt description. That's actually an apt description. That's true. You're either crying or you're laughing in Nigeria. That's why we have so many comedians.
What's the word when you're doing both at the same time?
I don't know.
Tragicomedy.
Maybe.
A Chris with that now. Complete Chris.
Hey, it's crazy. And you see people see experience. People see pack food here. My question be say person when say Paul they come, Saul go come. Abi I take talk am again.
The
Una
person
see
saw
go there.
saw saw there's it talk say there's Paul, but Saul will come first.
And now, but is it not right? This is the song. Let's enjoy song.
Oh
Saul hand
wow.
strong go. Saul dey show people pepper check gate.
No, but I tell you, say just with your full chest, don't call just call their names. I mean, like it's crazy. Like but what turned me off from him was months before the election, he was like giving like criteria, of how to choose
Exactly.
how to choose the right person. Then there's this person that okay, if you say it didn't fit 100%, there's this person that fits like maybe 80% of the criteria, and there's another person that fit like 30%. But you wouldn't tell the people to vote the person that filled up the sheet. It doesn't make sense to me.
Does not. It does not. I
Then they
remember
will now actually once they attribute everything to God, that's it.
that's it.
Case closed.
No
You can't
questions
question it.
asked.
No questions asked.
Eh? I remember during the election was giving criteria somebody with character, somebody with capacity with that in this in the gym chest. Somebody called him a somebody described him as a gym what do they call these people? Trainer. What do they call them? Now trainers that they call them now for gym.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. He say somebody with character, somebody with capacity. I think they describe them. Omo, when the thing got dey reach na, Baba say Saul will come, then afterward Peter will show. Abi how e take talk am again? Hey God! I say wow, how the mighty have fallen. What is the meaning of this? How do you still come out and show your face a day after this? You have come out to embarrass to tell the world that you are in the pocket of you are really friends with these people. Mm, such a shame, man. It's such a shame. But one thing I'm happy about. Oriyomi, no wahala, no sweat. Because me dey hear some people dey always talk that thing. Husband, e no scarce so where you dey look, like me dey ask, I say where you dey look. If you are looking at that small hole and say, oh, it's only this man, then it's scarce to you. To you, speak for yourself. But husband, not the repete. E just depend which color you want. If you are looking at one only tiny river or
They
pond,
come in colors.
they
Wow.
come in colors. Absolutely. They come in colors, man. If Japanese get husband, they not get husband, they get Chinese, they there. It depend on your preference. Oyibo dey there. If na blackie you want, they dey. Which one? Indian sef dey. Leave that. Men plenty. It depend on where you dey look and wetin you dey look for. That's all. So, like I was saying, mm, I am happy because people's eyes are gradually opening. You understand? People's eyes are opening and people are beginning to now reflect and say, you know what? Maybe we did make a right choice.
No, but
Perhaps.
who even made this choice?
Good question.
That's a good question.
Oh my.
Oh my God. Well, they'll say, what were we thinking? I think we were drinking too much. We drank too much Kool-Aid. We drank too much tribalism. That's
I feel
why.
like it's for that tiny segment, because even if you were to accept this accumulation that they did, only 30% voted for Tinubu Ba. So maybe those tiny 30%, okay?
Uh,
Mind you, most people didn't even turn out to vote. Those tiny, which way you calculate it, truly, maybe it's more like 10% of Nigeria. Those small
right.
10%, those are the ones.
Exactly. I mean, you remember, right? We're saying vote wisely. We will shout, shout, shout. Agbadorians will be angry. They were arguing. See, we abuse each other. We go tell them, try to talk to them for where they say he's strategic. He beat
Master
Lagos.
charted it.
He's
He
a
built
strategist.
Lagos.
He beat Lagos. He's a strategist. He beat Lagos. People say, which Lagos he
He
beat?
knows how to build a team.
Knows how to build a team. He knows how to put team together. He understands this politics. He has been in it for 200 years. We say, which
That's what.
politics did he build?
But
Who did he build? We
you know
ask
what?
questions. Go
To the
ahead.
extent that we could even do anything about upcoming election, I think is to learn propaganda, because it actually works. I think this whole thing about I always mix up this one. Alg, please
Algorithm.
algorithm. I want to say it's an algorithm because I'm thinking of math logarithms. Anyway, whatever. How it works is
That's
that you can really truly be in your bubble in those spaces, and they'll be pushing information to a certain segment of the population, and that's all they're seeing. And when they push to them certain messages, they skew it so much that they really believe that the other side is their enemy. Like, somebody told me that their mom said that Peter Obi is coming to break Nigeria up, that they can't trust an Igbo person. I'm like, these are not people that are not educated. I was like, so wait, who's he breaking Nigeria up for? To which end? But people legitimately have anxiety about this. So, like,
Yeah, I know people who had anxiety about. We heard all of this during the election last year, right? But in all of it though, Peter Obi still won the election
yeah, exactly.
with
That's why
all the
we should not even worry
propaganda.
ourselves.
Exactly, he still won. He even won in the Lagos that they said he built. That's to tell you that no matter the propaganda that they were doing was for their own selves. They wanted to, so that they could stand strong and continue to push this narrative, because they already know what their plans were. They already knew they were going to steal the election. They already know that they were going to swear him in at 3 a.m. time, which that time they already knew. Do you understand? That's why. Otherwise, there's nothing. What did they? Everything they did not succeed, because
I
Peter
think
Obi was the clear winner.
I want to be a Nollywood producer. Quite honestly,
You
there is
should, because
there's
you
someone.
sound like you can tell good stories. You should, honestly. You understand? In spite of all the propaganda, all this, only his brain we need. Brain can't dey shut down. We no understand. The brain sef no even dey know where e dey. Body dey one side, brain dey one side. And all we no
Yeah.
understand. You don go travel, go look for investor. Investor we no see. Chichi, you no. If the ones wey even live for house, dem don pack leave am. Hey, God abeg o. You
You know,
understand?
you know what one business school professor said?
Mhm.
Apparently, what his signal for investing, how to know which countries to invest in, is that when all these students come from all around the world, and after their programs, the countries, the students who return back to their countries,
Hmm. Hmm.
he will use that as the proxy for
Yeah,
good investment. If you're not returning to your country, it's
that's
like
it. That's it.
XX. There's nothing for me to go
It
look for
was
them.
it was like that. It was like that in the in the 70s and the 80s. Like all the graduates, top graduates from Nigerian universities now went abroad for masters and PhD. Like these people, by before they finish their PhD, universities in Nigeria has already given them a job, right?
Yep,
They've prepared, they've sent them a flight ticket,
yep,
they've sent them shipping label for anything they want to buy in
yep.
terms of personal property to come back to Nigeria. They'll ship it for them for free,
And a
right?
car. Don't forget a car was waiting for them.
Yeah. There's a car loan. You come in, you come once you come into the once you come back, you apply for car loan and you go buy a car.
404.
Yeah, you
404.
go buy 44504. So
504.
like some of our parents, that's how they finished and came back. Like my dad's classmate that time that you for UNN, that one, the day he was defending his paper, PhD, that same day he defended his paper PhD in agric engineering in university somewhere in Canada. That same day he was flying back to Nigeria. He flew straight back to Zaria. That's where he got his job. My dad, they sent them. UNN they don't already give him a job before immediately he was graduating. They don't give him a job. Boom, he went to UNN. The other friends that they all graduate. All that's how all of them in the 70s and the 80s. That immediately they were graduating, they were coming back to Nigeria straight. And they all took on jobs in private sector or universities.
Yeah,
None
I
of them,
know.
none of them wasted time. None of them wasted time abroad. None. It was only the people that started staying was people that went out from the mid 80s.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even
That
people that came back and then returned when they saw things were not making
exactly. Yeah. Some people were quick to return. A lot of them didn't actually return. So what they would do is like there were opportunities to leave and do sabbatical leave for people in the university setting.
mm-hmm.
So you can do sabbatical leave, you can do
Yeah.
conferences, you can do what was it called again? Projects. You can do like projects with like schools, abroad schools, then they'll fund you and
And
all
we
these things.
lost out because those people being in our country help set the direction, like the thought process, mindset.
Hmm.
And when all those, just like now, the Japan people, those are the people self that will have a little bit of sense and they've all left. Then what's as they say, like, do you know that an illiterate that grows up amongst literate people is different from an illiterate that grows up amongst illiterates? So imagine,
It's crazy.
there are knock-on effects. There are knock-on
Yeah,
effects.
the people, everybody that dropped out will still come. Not everybody, but a lot of people will still come back. But the problem is, if this thing continues, then it might be the problem will be the kind of effect it will have on the next generation, right?
No, yeah, exactly.
Because
I don't
that
think it's
next
as simple
generation,
because what will happen when all these people start having families, having
exactly,
neighborhoods,
exactly, because
buying
the longer they
homes?
stay away, the longer they
You,
stay away with their
they
family.
won't come back
Yeah,
easily. That's what
yeah.
people is say. It's not
Mhm.
that easy to come. It's not, the flexibility is not as you think. And then more importantly, the generation that is now, it's, see now, not that I'm knocking entertainment now, but before you grow up watching lawyers on your TV, very well spoken judges, doctors. Now the only people that people are looking up to now is musicians.
Yep. And
what
comedians.
what sort of country is that? I mean, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with entertainment, but that can be all that young people can look up to.
Facts, facts. But they play a role though. They have a positive role to play, kind of.
Oh no.
Especially like the diaspora kids, right? The younger ones, because this might just be their only connection with
Oh no, they
Nigeria.
play a very great
You
role,
know,
and I'm actually a very big proponent. Didn't you hear that I want to produce Nollywood movies? You think it's a joke? I'm actually a big proponent of the entertainment industry, but what I'm saying is we need the variety.
variety.
I
Yeah, yeah,
can't be all like,
We need science and technology. We need
yeah.
economists. We need geographers. We need
Exactly. I've always felt like we need that thing. I mean, I always used to be so upset when people think that because you're in a commercial class or your art class, you're not smart. That's one of the things
no.
that used to upset me the most in life. Or they'll say because you studied history, what can history do? And it used to make my hair crawl because it's like, it's historians that set the strategic direction of your country. Is like,
Exactly.
if but you need everybody to be working hand in hand. The people that are researchers and coming up, you see, like that JRV's wife now, that she's always giving us the latest on
Exactly.
malaria, on everything. We need those people, plenty of them. We need the historians, plenty of them. The
We sure need
burners.
the historians so that people will not skew history. We need historians.
Like, it's only a historian that will tell you that Mr. Sol and Paul's mom was in IBB's administration.
Exactly.
Like, it's only like a historian that will remind you, and we need plenty of it. But that's the thing. There's such a gap in our knowledge in the first place. Because if not, if we had good data, good journalism,
and
Tinubu would
data
never have been as
around.
powerful as he is today. Like, the mistake that he had would never have happened.
Exactly. It would never have happened. Why? Because we don't have the necessary structures. Like you said, all the people that are specialists in their area or they know everything has to be working hand in hand so that things will be revealed. But the nobody, everybody just focuses on one thing, one direction. Economists will run go bank, history will go work for bank, geographer. you go work for bank. Excavator, I mean all those people dey go from country to country dig up skulls. Wetin dem dey call dem? Dem go go
Geology people,
Archaeologist.
archaeologists,
geology and archaeology,
geology, archaeology. We need all
Oh
those
my
people,
god, it's so funny.
doctors.
this
Speaking of archaeologists,
social science.
there's a
Exactly.
BBC Igbo video that my dad shared with me about, the linkages between the Yoruba people and the Igbo people and then the South. And I finished watching it. I just shook my head. I was like, we need archaeologists because
Exactly.
at the end of the day, everything is now hearsay. Somebody, if you mistakenly tweet this one now, someone say you want to claim their land. But
Exactly.
if we had archaeologists to have done the research and historians to document, we will not be having unnecessary arguments.
Exactly. You see, we this is why we need all doctors, nurses. See all of them don't run now. They are begging them, looking for a way to keep them. You are not paying their salary, you are not improving their life. You want them to remain. If all the doctors in Nigeria kpai, who go treat the people? Eh? Who go treat them? Look at what this man is doing in Abia State. Look at the teaching hospital. Look at what he did. Look at how he revamped the place. It has even uplifted the minds of the people. Eh? Tell me, those people will go to work tomorrow happy. He even paid them 13th salary. Join. Who will not want to work in a place like that? You know?
That's great. So I was just thinking that somebody's mom went to hospital for that. I think that she's diabetic, and then these people put ORS drip on her,
Can you
which
imagine?
contains sugar. So that is a quackery going on in the medic because we are dealing with the remnants. No offense, but I'm sure it's not all of them. But you can imagine.
It's such a shame. But I'm happy though. Things are definitely going to change. Things are turning around. People that were sleeping during the election, that were drinking from the cup of tribalism, they are slowly waking up to understand that.
What I want to beg obedience is as they are, as they say, when what's that thing in the Bible? When a sinner repents,
Mm-hmm.
right, and comes, the kingdom of God rejoices. I can't remember how it is. You throw him a bigger party. Then you remember the prodigal
Uh-huh.
son.
There's
That's how
joy
we
in
should
heaven
treat all
when, yeah, there's
our
joy in
Bado
heaven when one
friends.
sinner repents.
Once they've come and woken up, we should just rejoice and bring them in the fold. That is how I feel. This is
That's what they've been doing, no.
when
That's what they've
No,
been doing, no.
so
Nobody
no,
is treating them.
some of them are like, was the labor that guy that claims he was his labor party president. What's his name again?
Which one?
hmm,
Oh,
Apapa.
yes. Papa. Some of them are like
Papa. Some
Papa.
of them are Papa. Also, you need to watch out.
Yeah, some of them actually act like a Papa. After we
You
receive
need to
them into
watch
the
out.
fold, you will now see them acting up again.
No, you don't give them special information. No. You
That is,
just
but it's not special information, but even just being in the midst of obedience and talking, and we're talking about issues and all of that, it plays out. It's not even that, but we don't even see, there's no serious information to be shared, but they show their hand immediately.
no. Wow.
So with that, even though yes, obedience are open-handed, we also need to be very careful because there's no way they're going to plant moles.
No, anyway, when I'm saying people that we need to welcome back, I don't mean this like, kingpins. For example, if like Dario Israel come, no, not those kind of people. I mean the people that were deceived, so to speak.
Even the
That
regular ones that were deceived, that's who we're talking
Yeah,
about.
of
Some of
course
them turn
not.
out to be a papa.
no, wow.
Some of them still turn up to be a papa. I'm telling you, because they pay them to come in, find out what's going on in the obedient movement so that they can go and report. So they will play the part.
No, but
That's
how
what
would
some
they
of them
get up
do.
to like? Because I feel like the obedient movement is transparent enough that you don't need to play any part to know what's going on unless you want to get into the
Exactly.
leadership cadre. And how would you get there? Like, I'm saying not that you start hobnobbing with the people that are decision makers, but
It's not,
you
we're
come
not
to
even
the
of not, it's
space.
not even about the decision maker. Now I'm talking about regular people, regular everyday. Obedient movie, like now we're talking. Anybody can come on this life now and talk. Whether you're Agbado, whether I won't even know, right? We're having, as long as it's for the forward movement of Nigeria. But even as the conversation is going, they always have a way of showing themselves. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow. You're having a general conversation about as to how the country is going to move on, and then they show their hands. You know how many of them have been? Hey, God. Oh my goodness. See, everybody is welcome, number one. But if you show your hand, obedience will find out. They will know, and they will pull out receipts. That's what's been happening. So, in as much as they are showing their hands, obedience are still, it's not even up to anybody, to be honest. Anyone who wants to see Nigeria move forward, we don't care whether you're on the opposite side or not. Nigeria is not for all of us. Agbados live in Nigeria. Obedience are Nigerians. So if it is good, is it not for all of us it is good for? You understand? It's just that some of these people can't help themselves because of the little pennies they get. They go don give dem
Okay.
small money, say just play to the gallery small, go and find out, go
Wow.
and get information. Some of them you find out that the same people that came and was apologizing, they will come and record spaces and go and play it in their own side. They will give it to some their people to listen to. They have WhatsApp group. They will go and
I
nothing wey we never
wonder
hear
to
o.
see if I can get myself into an Abado WhatsApp.
Sorry?
I think I want to try and get into a WhatsApp group for the Abados. I think.
You can get, they even have spaces on this thing on Twitter. If you can join them. Me, I can't handle it.
I used to join those their nonsense space. That there was one guy that used to say, "We will drink your tears." I used to be so upset.
I can't handle it. I won't know when I will forget myself and take the mic and abuse everybody. So I just
I
respect
remember
myself.
it was around, when did I start paying? I think it was around that kind April, May last 2022. I would tune in. This guy would be saying he would drink people's tears. I'll be like, is this guy joking, or is he like, you see people that are like, airing out their grievances, like the normal people would be feeling empathetic towards. And this guy would be laughing. I'll be like, maybe this guy is high.
Sorry, oh.
Mhm.
Well, I drink some water. Yeah, me.
Yes, yes.
You said, wait, to ma read this Yemi comment. Wait, I just dey see am now. You are being real and factual. I don't understand. Which comment? Okay, maybe you are referring to another comment. But if it's
Maybe
that one about
husband,
men, there's nothing
husband.
factual and real about that. Okay, I know you want to believe it. I know you want to hold on. Yes, I know. Because there's some men who want to hold on to that. But I'm telling you, it is a taboo. Okay? If to say not true, all the men when they dey do podcast up and down, they cry. They're not going to do podcast up and down. Okay? So there are enough men for women, just like there are enough women for men. It just depends on what your preferences are. Don't let's stop living in this la la land. Men and women plenty. Okay?
But
So
he said they should be going to Osaka, Japan. I'm like, wow.
I didn't mention a place. Yeah, no, I didn't mention place. I said there are men from different parts of the world. There are Japanese men. There are people who I've I've seen a lot of people who marry Japanese people, Nigerians for that matter. A few Nigerians are married to Japanese, so there are few that are married to Chinese. It depends on your preference. You understand? And it depends on the type of men you are meeting. Sometimes people just find themselves in circles where you are meeting some very toxic men. It just depends on your circle. So when you are in that circle, right, you will assume that there are no men. No, that's not true. It's the circle that you found yourself in. Remove yourself from that circle of toxicity and meet people who are level, who get sense. That's all this whole ideology when they say they capture, when they say lie to women, na lie. Men plenty. Okay, just respect each other. That's all. Don't be tearing each other down. Also, una go gather, they do podcast. Men are this, men are that. Women are this, women are that. Una need each other. Mona tell una self the truth. Love each other. Enter house. Simple. Okay, back to the topic at hand. Mhm.
I'm sorry, but I think, sorry to the men in the audience, men need women more than women need men. I'm just saying.
You want to scatter this table? I'm here for it.
You
You want
know,
to
that's why she had to clear her voice now. we
men
we
and
need,
women need each other. To be honest, men and women need each other. Not one needs the other more, because where you're weak, one is strong. You can't do it all as a woman. Let's just say it all the way
No,
to
no,
the end.
that's not my point. I'm just saying empirically, when men don't partner with women, they tend to have a lower quality of life than the vice versa being the case. That's what I'm saying.
So, okay, the men will come here and argue. So, okay, I'm here for it. I will be the referee. But the truth is that
partial or impartial. Which kind of tree are you?
uh, impartial,
Eh?
neutral. I'm not there anybody's side. I'm on your side.
Do,
I'm on
do
the
you have
women's
do you have
side.
some Yakubu in you?
I don't have Yakub. Do you want to do lie detector test? I'm here. I go take am. I'm neutral. I am for the men and I'm for the women, because I like men and women together. So I'm for both parties. I'm not going to take any sides. Okay. I call out our BS just like I call out the men's BS too. I'm
She
just saying
wants
we
all of us to win.
I
Um,
want all exactly. I want both parties to win, but I want you guys to choose correctly. Don't go and choose a wrong partner or wrong boyfriend, and then after choosing the wrong person, and you start crying and say men are scum. I don't want to hear it. You
yeah,
as the man, don't go and choose one scallywag
body.
girl, and then come and say women are scum. No, now you choose them. So take responsibility for your choices. So that
Mhm.
means that if you're choosing those type of people, that means there's work for you to do on yourself. Go and work on your insecurities. Go and work on yourself so you can attract your energy. You can attract the right type of people. Don't come here
And
and be
good men
crying foul.
and
What
good
are you
men
doing like
should
this?
teach other people what it means to be.
Exactly.
I feel
Good
like
men. Yes,
men don't mentor men enough. I don't know why.
that's true.
Okay,
That's
check out this example. So they always say, especially in the States, right? Good cops stops bad cops, but that never happens, right? You've never seen that happen.
that's true.
Uh,
So you think is the women that should because I feel that even
it's a personal choice. I don't think personally, I don't. mm, It's hard to find somebody that cannot like decipher good from evil, right? So just the basics is what we're talking about, being fair to someone else, right? We're not even talking about love. Just be fair. Just treat someone fairly. On that basic level, I think everybody should understand that.
no, I do,
And
but I also think just and this is an important conversation, Omoye, because I don't think it takes away from this our society malaise that is going on. I consider them more like the same
Of
because.
course, no, the conversation is cruise Friday. Anything to talk about, we're here
But
for it.
don't you think that, Kenneth, that there's a role for leadership? Just like how we're saying in a country, you see good leaders, you see people that don't build their wealth off of corruption, they are not conspicuous consumers, all these things. Don't you also feel like in that way, like when if you're growing up and you're seeing good role models, that it helps? I think that's more of what I'm saying. Not that
yeah,
if you're a grown man, somebody should be hand holding you. I'm just talking about younger ones telling people, like sometimes I go on Twitter and I'm just like, is it that men and women hate each other? Because when they're even talking about relationships and love, I'm just thinking like, is it that you are going into a relationship ready for combat. What's going on? Like, is it a fight?
You have to learn karate and kung fu.
I,
Because it doesn't make sense the way people are talking. Like as if they are marrying their enemy or something. I'm like,
Exactly.
a lot of people are, but a lot of people are also chasing clout online. You understand that? Even a lot of people that have podcasts, all these things is algorithm, right? So you would think of topics that can generate traffic. What kind of topics? But from history, you know that what topics that generate traffic are topics that bring about conflict. So
mm,
loggerheads, right? Those are the topics. So a lot of people that have this podcast, they are not being their true self, but they're just saying something that will just, you know, bring up controversy, and that's how they eat, unfortunately. So I don't really till I sit down with somebody one on one and talk with them and find out who they actually are. I wouldn't really
no, you
count.
must be right, but I do think there's spillover effects because I think it messes up the psyche of people because I really do speak to
Yes,
young
it does. It
men
does.
that feel like
It's like
this
rap
is a
music.
world that exists. And they'll be saying this, and I'm like, who is around you? And they'll be telling me, but you're not seeing how girls are behaving online or how, and vice versa. I'm like, but the people around you, are they behaving like this? And he'll be like, no, no, but that's because the people around me are a bit different. Most people are like this. I'm like, no, you should be measuring from your reality. Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
why are you
Exactly.
obsessed with the people that you don't see? But then people walk around with that psyche and make decisions based on that psyche. So I think that it has an impact.
It has a huge impact. Case in point, rap music, hip hop music, right? So a lot of people, the whole kind of lifestyle that they glorify in the songs, none of them have lived that life. You know, you
Mm-hmm.
know, none of them have lived that life. But that's what they rap. And then there's kids that will go out there and think it's all true, and they will start acting up, and yeah, before you know it, the whole society is messed up. So it does have an effect. But the thing is, people are putting bread ahead of everything. Bread over everything. Bread over integrity. Bread over
Is that why I
you know
said that it's back to the
sincerity.
economic malaise? Because if you eat full, you won't be obsessed with this chasing that. Okay, let me not say that. That's not true. Some people have eaten full and they'll still do anything for
Exactly. Yeah, but that's the thing. Yeah, so once you take a bite, it's hard to say no. You keep on consuming, 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 and that's where we find ourselves. The best thing to do is just not to even take a bite.
oh,
You know, just go vegan.
Now
oh
you
my
go
god,
vegan.
Yeah.
what do you think about going vegan? I know you can.
Me, go vegan with regards to what, men?
No, I just generally. I don't
Oh,
know why I
okay.
was just saying vegan.
Okay. Well, to the point that you were making earlier, I agree with Kene. And also, I agree with, I understand where your question is coming from, NS. Because the truth is that social media, people do it for clout. All these podcasts, but the truth and the sad part is people, all these young people that are impressionable, they run with that narrative, and they think that that's how it really is, because that's why they're all trying to play out that life that they see. And you hear them in conversation saying, yes, it's true, women are really like this, women are really like that. But in reality, most of those people that have those podcast shows, they're not, that's not the lifestyle they're living.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Their lifestyle is far from that. They're just doing that for money, for the clout. And everybody will just take it hook, line, and sinker and run with it. Right? But that person don't make him bag now. He go enter house. You
That's
now
it.
you'll not be left to suffer the consequences of listening to that. The reality is just like Kenneth said, you're either a good person or a bad person. If you meet someone on the base level is not a nice person, what business do you have with that person? And you
That
know you
is,
are going to suffer. And the truth is that sometimes women lie to themselves. Can we talk about that? Women too lie to
they lie
themselves.
to themselves, but they also have society pressure.
Yeah, I
Especially,
understand the pressure, right? Because I'm a woman, correct? So I do get the pressure. I've gone through that pressure and I know what it's like. But the truth is, at the end of the day, it's still your choice. I know it's not everybody that is strong enough. You have to get to a point in your life where you're able to make your decisions and be strong enough to stand by it. Not everybody can do that. But even with the societal pressure, if you know that the person that you're with is not good enough for you, there was a video I saw of a lady. The guy came to her salon to propose to her, and she turned him down. The guy he came with pump and whistle and drum and all of that, right? And put camera. They were videoing, wanted to do paparazzi online. The girl was clearly shocked, like, what's going on here? And he knelt down and he was proposed. The girl said, no, I cannot accept it. And she went off. She was like, why are you doing this? And the man was saying, no, why are you embarrassed? So you are embarrassing yourself. You know that we have issues. You know that you've been treating me bad. You know how you've been laying hands on me. Yeah, you want to come and propose to? No, I don't
and
want to.
this is the whole point of that whole. I've always, I mean, it's probably not true, but I'm biased. But I feel like the more exuberant these people are, the more problems they have indoors, because it's almost like a facade you're trying to put on to make people
Exactly.
feel
You're
like
trying
all
to
is well.
patronize the person for, some wrong you've done to them. So you want to do it in such a big way that they cannot say, the girl turned it down. They actually went back to interview the girl to get the main story. Like, why did you do that? Like, that she can't pretend she's had it. The guy kept her from seeing her family. She couldn't, a boyfriend. I was in my head, I was like, a boyfriend will keep you
Oh,
from
wow.
seeing. I don't understand that. So it turns out they were living together and stuff like that. But my point is this: even with the societal pressure, where does it end? Because your life is involved. Are you going to? We've seen people, because of societal pressure or family pressure, end up unalived.
Mhm.
So which do you choose? Is it not better for you to stand the pressure and the and whatever you can to stay away from the pressure if you can, or uh, uh, um, manage it as much as you can until you're able to stand on your own? Because it's not worth it being with somebody who treats you horribly from day one. From day one, it doesn't make any sense. So I get it, but even now, with now, people are beginning to realize that all this pressure is not worth it. There's still a lot of work to be done. There's still a lot of awareness to be made, so that women are more aware. But it's starting small, small. There's no amount of pressure that would cause you to go and enter the hands of a man that will unalive somebody. I mean, we're no longer on this part, in this realm. It doesn't make any sense to me. Same thing with a man. If you know you're with a girl who is very demanding, putting unnecessary pressure on you because it's all about material things, what are you doing with such a woman?
You see,
You know
that's what I was
clearly.
telling my friend. I was like, this is the thing. Because men or some of you can suddenly now afford all this pressure in this economy, you people are so angry, but it makes you feel so great to be able to control people by providing all these things. Okay, maybe I'm crazy, but like some people, that's really it. They enjoy having that pressure because it gives a certain level of control to them, right?
Yeah, but then again, though, it doesn't work out for them because sometimes they end up marrying a woman who would take them for everything. They're not yet married to the woman. The woman, they'll be taking care of the woman, her parents, her siblings. They never marry, oh. Then when he marry, go carry everybody load. If the man becomes a monster tomorrow, you cannot turn around and blame him. Not every man enjoys it because the society puts that level of pressure on the man to do it. In Nigeria, they have no choice but to do it because that's what they see all around them. Why do you
Mhm.
think some of these boys now go crazy and start doing crazy things? just
No,
because
I
they want to
no,
secure the guy,
I
right?
don't disagree. I don't disagree. I'm
I
just saying.
know. I'm just saying. I'm just making my. I'm just trying to make the point very clear.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying. I'm not going. I'm not trying to go against what you are saying, because what you say also makes sense, because some men enjoy it. That's a way of control for them. Like, okay, I can provide anything, and whatever I say she's going to do. There's some men absolutely like that, right? But as a woman, which do you want? So that now depends on what you want as a woman. And you have to learn to ask yourself, am I doing this out of pressure, or am I doing it because I want to? They're two different
Mm-hmm.
things. Some women put pressure on themselves, the same way some men will put pressure on themselves. And men too also have their own pressure. Remember, in Nigeria, once a man hits 30, pressure don't start for am. They go heap that pressure on am, say wetin you dey do, you never marry, this one that one.
Mm-hmm.
But even with men, with the pressure that they get, some of them are able to stand their ground and say, I'm never ready. That's when no get work, we ain't want to see
30 is still young though.
say that.
Some people, let me tell you more. Yeah, some people that don't have work, they will give them wife so that the wife will come and help take care of them. You don't even know anything, sir.
I used to, they'll give them wife.
Those are the ones they will
And
push to marry.
Ah, now
did
suffer
they
be
give
that
did
now.
they
I don't
give
want to
people
come up
wife?
for suffer. Kenny, I
Eh,
can't hear you. What did you say?
I said that they give people wife. But 30 is young though. I don't know. I'm Igbo, so we
For
don't marry.
Nigeria,
Although some part of Igbo they marry. Enugu state people they marry early.
uh-huh.
But Anambra people usually don't.
no, I know
Anambra
black
people,
people
we know right from Canada people that they
marry at
take before they
45.
marry. Then we want to acquire all the good things of life before they marry. That one we know about Anambra people.
Ndike,
And
ndike.
culture for Nigeria, once the man don't hit 30, pressure tiwa. They
Oh
go they
my god.
demand.
About podcast, somebody said there's a pandemic of men with podcasts. Get a job.
Huh? Getting what?
No, that there's a pandemic with of men with microphones, that they should get them on a job so that they can stop carrying microphone.
I'm telling you, that's where they get all this manosphere, red pill, all this one that now hate women. They'll be talking crap about
Oh my
women. Women
gosh.
too, we have their own podcasts. It's almost like a competition now. I'm like, this is not serving anybody. You people are just building walls, high walls for each other that both of you won't know how to cross over. I personally, any female friend of mine, I just tell them, be very careful what you listen to and what you let sit in your subconscious. Be a
No,
decent human being, because there are decent people out there, whether
oh
you like
no,
it or not. There
I
are.
agree. What was
And they
that crazy man's name? I mean, I know like I followed him, but I knew when he went viral during the pandemic, Kevin Samuels.
oh yeah.
Why would someone sit down? I know friends of mine, ladies, that will sit down and listen to this guy and say it makes sense. I say, okay, oh, please, I can't put poison in my brain.
Exactly. You have to be conscious about it, because some of these people, they are not happy with their lives, and because they're trying to build content, you will not be there following them to be doing. You'll be typing. You'll be saying, "Yeah, go ahead, go ahead." Somebody will come and be telling you are a five. You said go accept them. Maybe be five. You are a two. You are best a two. Hey
Look at
God.
the person that is even
Hey
talking.
God, I will call the wonder. I'll say, eh? So you just call somebody will just give you number for your look. You go just look you. Human being, you not fit
You
create
know,
human being, no. You go just look you from head to toe. You go say you are best a two. You go
the
accept
first
am.
time I tried to watch that thing, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm an empath. I don't know. Like I tried. I was so upset in my heart. I was in my mind. I was like, what's this woman going through that she feels that she needs to call up this stranger to rate her as one or two? What's the point? She
Yeah.
doesn't have friends again in her life.
No, there's some people who have, they have issues in their lives, low self-esteem. Maybe they've not had any love. Some of them are just finding, looking for something to hang on to, somebody to talk to. Some of the people who called into that show, what I, the few clips I listened to, right? There were people who were just looking for somebody to talk to. Like they've had it, they've had difficult lives. There was one I was actually, one clip I saw, he actually helped the girl in the process. The girl was talking, you could tell that the girl was in a lot of distress. And he now told the girl, okay, you need therapy. Everything you're telling me right now, you're going to need therapy. I'm going to help you with therapy. I think he set her up with, someone, a therapist, so that she could talk and iron out her issues and all of that. I thought that was really nice. You understand? But other women, those ones will call, they'll say they make six figure and they looking for somebody with six figure. Then he will now tell them, what makes you think you deserve somebody with six figure because you are making six figure?
Wow.
Oh my god, that used to crack me up. But I mean, that being said, I just think men and women, we need each other. There's no need
Oh
for you
my
like
god. Oh
just
my
find your
there's
eh?
a video I want to show you. There's this Nigerian American comedian making fun of Kevin Samuels. It's so hilarious. Oh
Oh
my
yeah.
It's
god.
funny though,
I'm going to
because
find the video.
Kevin Samuel is another guy about the algorithm thing, right? I knew the guy from perfume and fashion reviews on the internet before he now did a pivot to that whole relationship thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's not how he
In
started.
fact, the video I'm looking for you need to play it if I find it. That's actually
Okay.
how the girl starts. She was spraying perfume everywhere, spraying perfume. Wait, I'm
Ah.
going to find it.
Okay, so that's how, so it was this relationship thing that blew him up then, talking about women.
Exactly. That's what blew him up. It wasn't there. It wasn't how he started. I knew him like he was a perfume review guy on the internet. That's
Okay.
how we knew him.
So that's what
Then,
now gave him the
then all of a sudden he stopped doing that. Then I saw him pop up as a relationship expert.
ah the guy can dey give people grade though. You are best a two. You
It's
are a best a two.
algorithm.
Please, I just sent it to you on my please, please. It's
Let me
actually
see.
so funny.
Eh? Okay, oh, let me see. Let's see. Let me share the video. Okay, let me share the video here. Can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad they add though.
Hey Tevin, thank you so much for having me on your show. I'm just really happy to be here. I'm a big fan of your show. I love your. I just want to know, why is it so hard to find a good man? I mean, I feel like I'm a good woman. I bring so much to the table. I'm smart. I'm successful, and it just feels like it's hard to find a man on my level. I'm 5'1". I'm dress size 16. I mean, my bones are big, but I would consider myself thick. I mean, I have multiple degrees. I just want somebody that brings something to the table.
Ma'am, how can we do that when every time we bring something to the table, you eat it?
You know what, Tevin? You did not have to say that. You are so rude. And it's black men like you.
Yeah. All right, next caller.
Oh my god.
These women are hoping that men of value
That
will
was really
for
funny, right?
That was funny. Yeah, that was funny. And that's what he actually used to do. Linebacker. He used man, his mouth was something else. He go abuse these girls, eh? I could only wonder, see, why these women they call into this man show for crying out loud? How you go just call person show, make they give you number. You are best a two. You are at best a four. Hey God. You can't tell you say you can never be a 10. You can never be a 9. You can't even be an 8. Jesus. People they try you, but hey, it is what it is. All I say, let's all get along. Life no hard. Now we dey make am hard. If you find somebody, be kind to each other. If it doesn't work out, no problem. Life moves on. Move on. Do your own thing. Find somebody that you guys can work together. That's it. All
But
this
I'm
one,
telling
all these
you,
people
it's
that are
the
giving advice on podcasts and everything, they don't know better. Some of them are struggling in their relationship. Some of them don't even have relationship self.
that's what I'm saying is the economic malaise. If someone is productive, eating, I don't think they'll have time for all this. Everybody's lashing out and looking for who to lash out at.
Exactly.
Anyways,
No, it's not that serious, man. Not that
let
serious.
us keep praying, okay? Confusion in their camp, confusion in their camp, confusion.
Amen. He said, let confusion scatter all of them until they give Peter Obi the mandate abeg that they stole from him. Okay, Yemi says Tinubu leverage on his superpower propaganda machinery. E no work with all the leverage when he leverage. E still no work. E did not pay off for him. He stole it. There's a difference. With all the propaganda, they were going from platform to platform. Peter Obi still won the election. The man stole it. He woke up 3 a.m. and they saw him, woke up at the witchcraft time. Hmm? And they saw him in. That's what happened. So his superpower propaganda
Oh
machinery
my god.
failed. It didn't
At
pay off.
at
Go ahead.
3 a.m. No, this Nigeria is actually funny. Like when
Now, you know
everybody is
what they did?
sleeping.
They woke up, they told him, don't sleep, oh, don't sleep, wake up. They now gave him Agbada.
See,
They couldn't even be happy. They didn't even celebrate that win. They could not celebrate loudly because they know they stole it.
you know, see the inauguration ball. What are you saying? Where they were dancing.
How many people were there? Did you not see their faces? How happy did they look? Abeg, person wey win, no be they no dey hide am. The guy was hiding to celebrate. It wasn't from their, they were looking over their shoulders. That one na celebration. Begging
Oh no, I did that.
no be celebration o. And he has turned the government to public affair, Ronu affair. It's
No
all Ronu people, Ronu na just take plaster everywhere.
mandate. The mandate standards.
Mandate standing on the mandate standards, all of them. Hey, well, nobody's going to be in power forever. All
On
this one
the
will end
mandate we
anytime, any day now.
are.
Abeg, go and stand on his mandate in your bedroom. Biko. Before they come and say, Moya, you standing on the mandate now. Oh my God. Anyway, let's call it a night. It's been real. 3 hours. My goodness. I didn't even look at the time. Hey, 3 good hours. But this has been fun though. We talked
Yes,
about everything. Ernest, thanks for joining us. It was really nice to hear you. It really has been a while.
I know. Every time I'll say I'll join. I actually listen at least maybe twice a week, most
Right.
times. But Except maybe like the last couple of weeks, I was really running away from Nigerian news. That's even
I
why I've
know.
got my energy back again to
I don't
continue.
blame you.
Because I
I
was
don't.
like, okay, this thing is making me upset. Like, it's really upsetting me. Because, but
Yeah.
then I feel better now, so I'm back to checking like the news. I wasn't even watching Arise. Oh, that's how bad it was. I was like,
I don't even watch any of the Nigerian news. I
I
can't
was like,
stand.
I don't want, I can't watch this. Like, everything is annoying me.
Yeah, I can't even watch any of the Nigerian news because they are all part and parcel of the corrupt system. So nothing there, apart from maybe a few people that will make the rounds, like maybe
Mm-hmm.
that is there, or Peter Obi is there, or people who tell the truth. Dele Farutimi is there, Pade Banjo. It's very select few. I know they go all those people go. Rufai, if Rufai they talk, depending on the news, because sometimes Rufai go want to do diplomatic. I know they listen. So when they talk the truth as it be, hardcore, I'm there.
It's so funny. My dad wasn't a fan of Arise. One time, I think I was sending him some clip. He said, "What? I see Rufai, I click." Oh my god.
Yeah, I like this. My favorite too. But that's if he's saying if he's doing all that diplomacy that he's doing, I switch off. I'm
You
like,
know, that's even during the election time. I feel, oh, wow, maybe I'll
yeah.
switch.
No, but I mean, hey, it's gonna get better. I think we just have to keep doing what we're doing, and people definitely are coming round. The people are know they are understanding what's at stake, and people are slowly understanding what's going on. So we will
Mm.
get our country back, but now we no go keep quiet. Now we go do wetin we need to do. Everybody need to dey talk and do wetin they need to do for their corners or whatever platform you belong to or watch. Just make sure that
Mm.
your own voice is heard too, and be a part of the push.
Well, thank
So
you, Moye, for always hosting us. It is not easy. We appreciate your work.
thank
Continue.
thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's for me. If Nigeria work, I'll be the happiest person because so many young people are growing up in that mess. So many children are being born in that mess, and I keep wondering to myself, this is not a society to live for young people, for crying out loud. That means the next generation of I shudder to think as they're growing up what their lives will be, you know? So it's disturbing, but what do you do? I'm only doing what I can in my own small way. And I'm hoping that we're able to get it right for the sake of the ones coming up behind us, the little ones that are being born every day. That's what I'm hoping for, you know? But thank you very much, Ernest. I really appreciate it. Please call back again. I had fun. This conversation was sweet. It was sweet gists.
Thanks for having me. Bye. Bye,
Yo,
Kene.
Bye bye. Have a nice weekend.
You
yes, please.
too.
Yeah. Kenneth, thank you very much, oh, my brother. I really appreciate you.
I saw the 3 hour mark. I just leave now. I'm actually arranging my Eba and Bonusu.
At this time,
Of course, no. It's the portion that matters.
that's true.
If I don't eat, then that means I wake up at 3 a.m. So
That's
that's
true.
almost.
That's true. That's true. It's the portion that matters. You're right about that. It's the portion. And it depends on how you make the eba. I hope it's not strong.
No, it's oatmeal.
Okay, okay, then you're fine. Okay. Thank you so much, oh. I
No
really
problem.
appreciate it, my brother.
Yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah.
I beg, come join us again next time. Oh, on Sunday, my president is coming, so you guys don't miss that one.
Yeah,
Join
yeah. We'll be
whatever
around for
platform you
that.
can join, huh?
We'll be around for the Sunday one. There are
Yeah.
many places to watch it, so if you don't see too many people on your channel, no, don't think that I'm not watching them.
Oh yeah, I know. That's fine. I'll just leave it on. I don't care. Even if not only
Exactly.
one person, I don't care. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Those things don't bother me like that. Yeah. But I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys on Sunday.
I
Hopefully.
appreciate it.
It depends on how tomorrow plays out. I may come for a quick one tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes.
Uh, just send notification.
Yeah, I will.
We'll
I
see.
already
Hopefully, the pigeon will deliver the message.
I know. I actually already scheduled it, so it's already scheduled on my live thing. So I'm gonna go live.
Uh,
Yeah, it's already ready to go. Yeah, just click the notification bell so that you get notified. Yeah.
yeah.
Oriyomi, good night. Bye. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Yemi, thank you for joining. I appreciate you guys. Grant, thank you for the super chat too. Thank you. I appreciate. Have a wonderful weekend, though, guys. Depends on how it goes tomorrow. I may come here and do a live tomorrow, but it depends. But otherwise, I'll see you guys on Sunday. We'll chat on Sunday. All right, though. Good night, though, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye. See you on my next one. Good night.